Hello. Hello. People from across the universe, across the world. The way I just want to say welcome to Party Chat Podcast, but that's not what we're doing today. All right. Shout out to everybody watching on the gaming channel, also watching on the podcast channels. It's International Women's Day. It is like our month as well. I mean, it should be our lives, but we'll celebrate today. But I've got a bunch of amazing people today. I'm going to pop them in. They're all going to say hi, and then we'll jump into some Q&A. So add some questions in the chat and we'll pop them on the screen. We'll talk while we're chilling. We're eating some chips. We're just chilling right now. Then we're going to jump into some Jackbox games. So first one up. Hello.
You know what?
Who are you?
A warning will be good.
You were right next to me. You were the second person in the stream.
Okay. I'm saying, all right. Hello, I am Jasmine, aka Jazzy Guns, bang bang gang gang, and I am a streamer / Let's Player, and also Teddy's matchmaker back there. I hooked them up this Valentine's Day, and
the way your name changes.
And yeah, I'm loud and I cuss, but I'm gonna try to keep it at a minimum.
All right. We know that's a lie, but we love you anyways. And next we have Alana. Who are you? What do you do?
Hi, you guys. I am Alana Cherie TV. I do reactions mainly on One Piece. Right now I'm doing Rick and Morty. I sometimes stream on Twitch. I've been taking a little break, but yeah, I'm just a reactioner on YouTube and all that good stuff. Thanks, Christine, for inviting me, and Shira for inviting me too.
Yes, shout out to Shira. Shira's like, hey, I know somebody. And I was like, okay. And I messaged. And I was like, I texted Shira. I was like, I messaged her. All right. Next, we have Tasha.
Look at her. Look.
Who are you?
You gotta warn us, Christine. Look.
Okay, just as a warning.
You're not gonna tell me.
Just as a warning, the order on my screen, I see Tasha, the Leash, then Cup, then Shira. Okay, so the rest of y'all can prepare for the order which y'all is in. Okay, now Tasha, who is you?
Hi, my name is Tasha. I'm the local menace.
Where can people find you?
You can find me on twitch.tv/Barefoot Tasha, or on YouTube Barefoot Tasha, or on Twitter Barefoot Tasha. I talk about Snickers.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Leash, who are you?
Hi, I'm Leash, and I'm here. What do I do? I stream, and I drink tequila. That's it. That's all I got.
That's who she is. That's what she does. All right, Cup, who are you? What do you do?
Hi, hello. I feel like I'm getting sick, so I sound like death. I'm sorry. I'm Cub. I wasn't gonna be helpful today, anyways. I was just.
She got small feet. She got small feet.
No,
I'm taller than Tasha, and my feet are bigger than Jazzy's. I'm way more parental than Christine, and I drink more tequila than Leash.
That's a lie.
And Alana, you get a pass because I just met you. It's nice to meet you.
Thank you.
You raised my good sis, so you're safe. The rest of y'all ain't though, because
we gotta get roasted. Okay.
Because you called me footfoots. Bring Jazzy back on here, not me.
Okay.
Bring her back.
And last but not least, we have Shira.
Hello.
Shira, who are you and what do you do, boo?
It's Shira, and I am a YouTuber and I am a streamer, and we mostly do reaction videos on YouTube. And you can find me mainly on your boy Roshi's channel, since we do a lot of our content together. And back to what Cup of Noodle said, her feet are also bigger than mine too. So she's not the smallest.
Bunch of little foot people in this room.
What size shoe do you wear, Cup?
This ain't about me.
I gotta know if my feet are smaller too.
Or like a 6 youth. It has to be grade school size.
Yeah, I'm a 5 youth or 6.5 women.
I'm in a range from 4.5 to 5.5, sometimes 6.
Tasha wears a 13. 13.5.
First of all, I don't want anybody, all of you have smaller feet than me. I want to hear it.
But you're taller.
Wait, Leash, what size shoe you wear?
We wear the same size.
Okay, we wear the same size.
But you guys are taller.
Yeah.
Who wants to be like super tall with like tiny like hobbits?
Tiny feet. You wouldn't be able to walk.
Hobbits have big feet,
everywhere.
So never mind. That was a bad analogy.
It's okay. I think you guys just. I don't know why Cup gets offended. I'm saying that her feet are cute. They're cute and little.
Yeah, I like little feet. I don't have big hobbit feet.
I'm on adult, respected feet.
Your shoes are cheaper.
Yeah, our shoes are cheaper. I'll take the job.
That's true. We could buy ours from the kids section. Hello?
Yeah. Your shoes are cheaper.
Yeah, I'm jealous.
Congratulations. You won.
Well, how much does a bigger pair of like sneakers cost?
It's more.
It can be anywhere between $300 to $500.
$300?
That is being nice.
I pay a cool 45.
Yeah.
I pay a
Depends
cool.
on what type of. If you're trying to get a cup of noodle shoes, yeah, then $300 because she be spending money on shoes.
Yeah.
She got sneak. Okay.
Yeah.
I think on average it's like 35 to 45.
If you're trying to get a pair of Adidas, you know.
Yeah, Jordans could be up there, especially in like my shoe size is pretty popular. Like I can easily drop like $300 to $500 on a pair of Jordans, depending.
Wow, big feet are expensive.
Jazz, I think you're muted. Did you mute yourself?
No, yeah.
Yeah, she's talking to her chat.
Streaming too, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my stream could see this whole screen.
Oh,
so
okay. I gotta go on Jazzy's stream too, so I
everybody
can
just say
see.
hi.
Yeah, I can see all of
Christine
you.
gonna be cheating, so I gotta be ready for everyone.
Yeah, we gotta keep
Your
her
lovely
accountable.
faces.
Christine.
How am I gonna be
y'all.
cheating? Y'all all gonna see the same screen.
Christine's a cheater. Let me.
No, okay.
She was coming in my chat whispering like I wouldn't see her. Like
No, okay, because she was muted for a long time in the Discord, so I checked out her stream to see if she was okay. That's all I did.
She'll be cheating.
And then she blocked me from her Twitch stream.
I did ban you.
You did. You banned me for like I don't know, like a few days. I was banned for a few days.
I think I forgot.
I feel like I should be a mod in all your chats so I can spam.
Oh gosh, that will be not a mod. That would be me.
Oh, really quick, lang. Shout out to Sarah Venable for becoming a member. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Much love, much love.
Shout out to you.
I would let Tasha be a mod, but Tasha will ban people in your chat. Okay, she is a warrior.
Come on.
I was sitting beside
First
you.
of all,
when
Christine, I'm already a mod in your chat. I'll ban somebody right now. Say I won't.
Right.
Oh, that's only because YouTube doesn't have a VIP, and I can only make you a mod in order for me to see your names.
Yeah.
Well, listen, somebody please keep track of who Tasha banned so I can unban you later.
You're gonna get clapped. That's all we need to know.
All I need is
Oh,
a
wow.
mod now in
Somebody
Jazz's
asked him they wanna
chat, so
be-
I could be a menace over Jazz's chat.
Hey, Earl said he wants to be
They see
banned.
the same thing that y'all are seeing, so I had to hurry up and do
We-
it.
You have
we-
to zap him up.
we saw the dapping. We saw it. We was just gonna let it go. You know, we know what you're doing. But that's that's okay. So we do have a few questions, and remember, you guys can put questions in the chat. Okay, hold on now. I gotta address this. I was not cheating on community night. Okay. See, what had happened was Among Us, you could do the hide and seek thing. And they showed it to me because I remember we tried to play and it didn't work. I think when we were trying to play as a group, it didn't work.
Yeah, it didn't work.
So on community night, I was playing with my community and they showed it to me. And then somewhere I learned that you could just make yourself the imposter the whole entire time. And so that's what I did. That's not cheating. Everybody can see the screen. It's their fault they didn't look, That's
Christine,
what I
thinking
have to
of
say.
a completely different moment, which tells me you cheat all the time.
I do
It
not
wasn't even
cheat all the
same
time.
Game. I was thinking about Mario Party.
I
You
play
mentioned
so
Among
fair
Us.
so
She's a
many times, and
cheater,
I get done the worst. So I was like, you know what? It's my turn. Okay, I'm gonna take advantage now. All right, everybody else takes advantage. It's my turn now. All right.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. It's not Slytherin behavior. You know what? F y'all. Okay. F y'all. All right. So the first question, and you guys can leave questions in the chat,
Okay.
and we can answer them. First question we have is from Monica McCall. All right. What drawn you to stream? Well, okay, I guess what drew you to streaming and making gaming content?
I do it 24/7 anyway, so I might as well show you guys.
Mm.
Like if I'm not recording, I'm probably on my Switch or my analog little pocket. I'm on some type of game all the time.
Well,
and plus,
what about
in the gaming industry, I know for me personally, I didn't see our faces in the gaming industry. So when I saw that, I was like, yeah, y'all gonna see me. Y'all gonna see our faces. So that's why.
Did Casey just bet?
I didn't do anything.
Jazz,
did she ban you?
I'm about to start a riot, Jazz. If you don't,
hold on. Did she just ban you in my chat?
I don't even know how YouTube works. All I said was, "I'm coming for you, Tasha," and then she got ghost. I didn't do it. I just made.
You see this? You see this?
Not y'all starting war.
I don't know how. All right, I would never. But I'll threaten you all day.
It's cool.
I didn't do it.
While y'all beef really quick, shout out to Luna T Shadow for the donation. Happy National Women's Month to all the queens of gaming and content. Thank y'all for inspiring everyone and for bringing happiness and love. What inspired y'all to create Content Queens? So this kind of we'll kind of have this in tandem with the with the other question. Yeah, shout out to you, Luna. Thank you so much. Much appreciation. Alana, we'll jump to you now.
I think it's the same thing as Jazzy said. Like when you are in like the anime world, I know at a time for me, only female that I saw representing us of color was Shira. Like I didn't see anybody else that was like out there at the time, you know what I'm saying, that looked like us. You know what I mean? That enjoyed it just as much as everybody else and all that good stuff. So I just feel like we're a whole genre. You know what I mean? Like let us go out there and just y'all see us. Now we here. Like it is what it is. So that's how I got into it.
I can hear the passion. I can feel the passion. Cap? Not you looking surprised. You are next.
I've been playing these games since I can remember. Honestly, I've been playing since Nintendo. I am the youngest in my household. So I grew up playing in. So when I heard about Twitch, I was like, oh, that sounds cute. I'm playing anyways, right? And I didn't know how to edit. So I was like, I'm going to do it. But then I got on Twitch and I was like, ain't no black people on Twitch. I learned that the hard way. I was like, oh, this
Oh, no, not the hard way.
You know, I didn't know. So then when I started seeing people come through, I was like, okay, I just decided to stay because wasn't nobody else there. So it's like, well, I'm going to be here. I'm not going to leave. And then all of y'all started coming through. And I was like, you know, not so alone. When I'm telling you, Twitch was different, like 2015, 2016. It was real. I don't want to say transparent. It was just different. There we go. It just hit different. There we go.
For lack of a better word.
It just hit different, you know.
Oh my God.
Who says transparent's not a better word?
Or because I was gonna say Caucasian. But anyway,
Caucasity. Okay.
But the reason why I started streaming, honestly, I think my ex-husband was trying to. I tell this story every time, and I hate that I have to give him credit for the start of my journey, but sometimes negative situations turn into positive. So whatever.
Amen.
But my ex-husband, he wanted to start a YouTube channel. He was like, people game on YouTube. I'm like, you're lying. He wasn't this time. I was watching people and I was like, I have to find
this time.
Because he was a liar. That's why he's an ex. But yeah, I was like, okay, so if I'm gonna be in this community, I have to find black people. I came at a wonderful time because y'all did the work for me. Okay, Christine, Jazzy, Cup, Tasha, all of y'all did the work for me because I started creating in 2018. So that's when we started seeing more and more and more black creators. So I was like, I just want to add to the pot. Why not? I have something to offer, and here I am. And I've been playing video games since I was like 5 years old. So I was just like, if I'm gonna do it, I might as well try to make something out of it. So that's why I started.
Tasha?
I'm being honest. I've always been just competitive as fuck. Like I've always been a competitive ass person. And like the first time I ever thought about streaming is when I was like heavy into like Call of Duty. And I used to shit on niggas. And so, wait, can I say the N-word? I'm sorry.
Yes,
You
yeah.
already
I
said
mean,
it.
it's fine.
I used to shit on niggas.
Well, continue.
I mean, it was slick. We was good, you know. We was good.
I used to shit on them, and I was like, man, I should do this shit on the internet so everybody can see me shitting on men because y'all not the only ones that's good at the game. And I was tired of only just playing and these cheesy ass suckers online calling me all types of stupidness.
Goodness.
So I was like, let me go ahead and stream and show y'all how I could dookie on y'all 24/7 because y'all not even that good at the game for real. Ninja who? You only blew up for Drake, boy. I'm out here in these streets.
Where did Drake come from? Where did Drake come from? So is it two people have beef with Drake on this stream? Okay.
But yeah, and also I didn't see a lot of us out here, and outside of all of my competitiveness, I did want to see. I wanted to personally meet more Black women in the gaming space, and also be. I guess eventually it turned into like me being a representation too, but I'm not gonna lie and sit here and say that it was in the beginning. I just wanted to shit on niggas. I'm gonna be very honest.
Listen, tell your truth.
Was this? Were you playing League, Tasha?
We don't talk about League of Legends.
I just learned about that too on Twitter.
Are we allowed to
Things you learn?
It was a very dark time. I did some things I'm not proud of.
Oh dear. I want to know. No.
Alana's here. She's new, and I want to make a good impression. Okay.
No, don't worry about Alana. Alana's all good. You gotta worry about impressing her.
After Alana's gonna text you like, "Girl, don't invite me back."
No, she would say I had so much fun. Y'all don't know. Alana be wilding out. Y'all don't know.
And Shira.
Me, so it kind of first like with me, Roshi and Lupa, it started out as kind of just a hobby doing like reaction videos, and then we just did really well with it, and then it just kind of took off from there. And then the last like 2 years or so, we've like gotten heavier into like our streaming and being more like consistent with the streaming and gaming side of things, because we were definitely more on the reaction side of things at first. But for me, the reason why I'd say, I guess I like, well, when we initially started, we watched anime anyway. So it was like, oh, well, if we're going to watch these things week to week, might as well just record it, put it up, see what happens. And then it became, our full-time job instead of just a hobby. And then I was at a portion of reaction videos, like our clickbait. And then people were like thinking like I wasn't an actual anime fan until they actually got to know me and like who I am and all of that. And then gaming has just kind of been like, oh, well, we just might as well stream games too, because it just kind of, the communities are very separate and different, but some of our fans like kind of mesh
overlap
into both of our streaming and reacting communities. So yeah, that's how. But now my favorite part about the job that keeps me like doing it is because it's fun. It can be exhausting, yes, but it's still fun. I work like 9 to 5 is my whole job. I'll take it over that. No shade to anybody that works a 9 to 5. You gotta do what you gotta do. And then, it provides a means for me to take care of my little ones. Travel, which is a big hobby of mine, is traveling. And I would say, yeah, that's pretty much what keeps why I've gotten into it, is just it helps me to do all my other dreams and all of that, and it's fun. And you get to meet awesome people, like all of these awesome women on the stream. So that's like, I love networking and meeting new people. So that's like an awesome part of the job. And we get like our cushy messages. Like, I was depressed during, COVID, and you guys saved my life. So I love getting all of that stuff too, because it makes me feel like, it's not just about watching TV or, we actually, became like some people's pick me up. So that was good to learn along the way too.
First of all, who gonna tell you that you're not an actual anime fan? Okay. Y'all can't gatekeep.
I feel like it was when she said it.
It's a stereotype.
Reminded me, of that.
It's a stereotype.
You say you like anime, and then they come up with the quiz. Oh, so since you like anime, then tell me who this. You got to go through the whole anime.
I would fail.
Those anime fans are all basement dwellers. We don't speak to them. They smell like week old pickles.
Yeah. But I will say, to play devil's advocate, it's not heavy, and I would say, especially in the Black female community, and even in the Black male community, if you ask them, what anime do you watch? A lot of that answer is Dragon Ball. A lot of them don't have a expansive
They need
palette,
to evolve.
But even hood dudes know about Dragon Ball. They know Goku. They know who that is.
Yeah, so
there are other ones.
To be fair, within our community, there are a lot of women and men that aren't really big into anime and stuff like that. Most of my homegirls, I was the only fan. So I could see where that mentality comes from. Not even though it is a stereotype, it's very I think it's a popular stereotype because 9 times out of 10, a lot of times it fits. We're
here to change the narrative, though.
But we're here to change that mindset.
Yeah, we're here to change the narrative because my daughter loves anime and stuff like that and video games. So, and I'm pretty sure all of that's getting passed down to our kids or nieces and nephews and stuff like that. So we're changing the narrative,
We are. Yeah. My little one, she plays Mario Kart. She loves Mario Kart. She plays video games. And she's like, oh, can I play? When I told her I was doing it, she's like, oh, when you're done talking, can I play? And I'm like, no, baby, you got to go to sleep. Okay. You got to go to bed. Okay.
There's so many moms here. That's so amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, I got 5.
Yeah.
You have 5
You're
kids?
5?
Boys.
Oh, boy.
Your jawline.
Oh, my God.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh, boy.
I only have 2. So I'll take that.
Oh, God.
Oh, dear. Let's all pray, We thank you.
I'm sick. I looked over at Jazz's chat and they said Jazz is next. I was like,
ooh. No time soon. Not for me. No. Not with these prices. Once some prices go down,
I went to the grocery store today and a box of cereal was $6.
Running out of formula because that happened. I'm not doing it. No.
Me and Jazz are the only ones here
without
kids.
Me and Toss are the only ones without kids.
Yeah.
But at least Jazz has a man.
Oh, wow.
I didn't mean to laugh.
Oh, wow.
We're gonna put Tasha on we're gonna put you on a dating show, a little gamer dating show. Yeah, that'd be cute.
No, non-gamers. You want non-gamers? Well, non-streamers.
Yeah,
but they, yeah.
Lord.
That'll be cute.
That'd be cute.
So we have some donations. Some awesome people donated. Shout out to Lang. Yeah, Lang. Shout out to Alpha. Lycan. Shout out to Alpha. My sister's linking up. Loving 2023 already. Much success to everyone this year. Thank you so much. Excited to see you again at DreamCon. Shout out to you.
Hey.
And then
I
have
their profile picture.
Yeah.
It sounds
he's really cool.
He's good people. He's really good people. That's my brother.
He is. And then we have Lang, Joshua Vassal. Shout out to you for the donation. OMH. OMH? Okay, I'll just leave that be. Guess which woman. Wait, what'd you say? Oh my what?
Huh? Oh my hell or something?
Wait, I don't know. Maybe it was supposed to be a G. It's supposed to be a G, I think.
Oh, I think
it is close. They are next to each other, so maybe. Guess which woman on this panel is such a cutie that I want to be all on? Huh? Wait. Okay.
Look, my
I
boss
thought we were
are
just playing
next.
Jackbox.
Okay.
What you mean? What you mean?
I guess Tasha said she's single. She's single and ready to
I feel
mingle.
like Tasha.
How did we get here
Accepted,
already,
Tasha.
bro?
I didn't pre-read before I put that up
Listen,
there. Wait, shout out to Inferno. Thank you so
only
much.
Don't
man
shout
I
Inferno
need-
out. He's bad.
The only man I need is the man that be sending me good morning messages every single day on my Instagram DMs without a response.
Oh, without a response. She reads it. Don't you know she
I'm mad
reads
that
it,
he's
guys?
dedicated. Like,
Reading it.
Every day at
because it's
9
SC.
a.m. Every day at 9 a.m. sharp, he sends a good morning message,
dedicated.
and that's all I need to.
Love you, girl.
Aw.
Consistency. Look at that.
Yes, yeah, we like consistency. We love consistency. And shout out to Tasha from Married to the Real. Thank you so much. Tasha also asked, because there's two Tashas. There's two Tashas. How she asked, how can she be inducted? You are already inducted, but this game was supposedly an 8 max, and then we had a person, but they weren't able to make it at the last minute. So if you're at your computer, you could just come on in. Let me know. Okay, and then this question for Monica McCall. Monica asked, "What drawn you to?" Well, okay, we read that. Sorry, I didn't unclick it. Just kidding. Next question. Who inspires you? Ooh, from Mila, loves you. Black Girl Magic. So we'll start. We'll go backwards. So Shira, who inspires you?
Who inspires me? I would say I don't know. That's a tough question because it's not like one answer.
Mm-hmm.
Like Roshi inspires me, like when it comes to like working hard. Because he's just like a machine. And then like my mom for like ideals. So I don't know. It's like inspiration for different things and like how I, want to be a good mom and stuff like that. So I don't know. It's just like, different success, Beyonce, like, it's just like it's like different places.
I like the subtle throw of Beyonce in there. She does. Yeah, she is a definition of inspiration.
Definitely.
Tasha, who inspires you?
For me, honestly, it be y'all. It really do be y'all. I be seeing y'all be so damn consistent and shit, and I my fat ass, lazy ass be in the bed.
You're not fat.
Thank you. Somebody tell her again.
Wait, but y'all didn't say she wasn't lazy. That's why.
Well, I mean, I don't know if she's lazy or not.
You not fat. Okay.
Look,
I don't know if she's lazy. I can't debunk that. So.
I'm not saying she's lazy. I'm just saying that she loves her bed. That's what I will say.
I do. No, but for real, it be y'all. I be seeing y'all streaming consistently. And it's like every day, all day. Like, it's like if one of you aren't live, the other one is. And then I'd be like, hi.
Tasha.
And then I'd be like, damn, like, I'm trying to be like Cup. I'm trying to be like Leash. I'm trying to be like Sharon Roshi. I'm trying to be like y'all and be consistent and, be on my grind. But man, I like my bed a lot.
Nothing wrong
You
with
need to
that.
start streaming from the bed. You need to set up a camera.
Or have a kid.
Well, that's a different type of stream, then,
No, not like that. I mean, never mind.
Would you say I should stream on Kick? True. Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
What's that?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
No, Christine.
You ain't
A
got
dark place.
Okay. Really
That's
quick,
not
let's
what the light
welcome
touches.
Tasha.
It's just a small party crash because, of course, my husband wanted me to stream with him. I was like, of course, when I get invited to something, I got to do something else.
Tasha.
I just came to crash the party for a few minutes. I just want to say I love all of y'all. I admire all of y'all. I would love to meet y'all at DreamCon or wherever else we come across each other. But y'all are the bomb, though. I just want y'all to know that. Don't never let nobody tell y'all different. Y'all the bomb.
Thank you.
You're the bomb.
You are too.
Yes.
You are too. I got a
For
name.
those who don't know, Tasha is from Married to the Real, and Tasha also has her own self-care like company.
Yes,
hold on. Yeah. You knew you didn't think
my
you just coming here. Hold on.
my products in the background. Look in the background.
Hello.
But yes, I have sent care packages to a few of y'all. A few of y'all have to connect with to send y'all some stuff. Just because, no promo, just because y'all all work hard, so everybody needs a break.
Thank you.
Everybody got a self.
And inspire stuff. They smell amazing. The things smell amazing.
I can't wait to open mine.
They're good. Leash, who inspires you?
Besides all of you all and my Lord and Savior Beyonce as well.
Great answer.
Lord and Savior is crazy.
I mean,
I thought she really was gonna go Christian on here. Then Beyonce came in the last second. I was like,
well, Leash does run a cult. If you guys didn't know that.
Yes, she does. She does. The wilderness community. Wilderness community.
They're a cult. It's a
collective of individuals that share similar beliefs, but the same core values. And yes, we do congregate.
Is that the definition of a cult, though? That's the definition of a cult.
And they have punch.
Oh, nothing got Kool-Aid. Nothing
but a little liquor. Okay. No. But no, who inspires me is my daughter, because I do everything for her. Because my parents were kind of like, they weren't strict or anything, but her seeing me live my dream and like do what it is that I'm doing, I just want to be her inspiration, but she inspires me to go harder. And because she is a little black girl, she's a little weird black girl too, and not in a bad way. Like, she's gonna be like the alternative.
Okay.
Listen to Paramore and Yellow Card.
So I want
to. Our alternative black peoples be getting messed with and bullied. And
right.
Stuff.
But the cool thing about it is that I will say, living in Atlanta, and Atlanta's a black ass city, that you get to see black people do everything. So that's like good. we have a good network of other alt black people, and black people who do a little bit of everything. But growing up, I was the only one out of my friends that really liked anime, really liked video games and stuff like that. So her having me, and seeing the things that I'm doing, and like I'm trying to take her to more places so she could see more black people do the things that we do. So she inspires me to go harder, and I hope I inspire her to live whatever dream that it is that she wants to do. So that's who my inspiration is.
Y'all gonna have me crying on this soju. Oh God. And then some people in the chat were saying from the wilderness community, they in the chat. She said, "Oh no!" That's what she knew she was about to get exposed. Okay, wilderness community is up here. Okay,
the wilderness community knows it's a cult. It's only Leash that doesn't know.
Right? That's they know. They're proud of who they are. They're proud of who they are.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Kaysen, who inspires you?
My family. Besides y'all, because like Tasha said, it's not even like on a competitive level. It's just seeing y'all do things. It's something like, because as a person, you're only going to do so much, right? And even when you're winning, it's like, it's nice to look over and I see Jazz smiling with Best Buy, or Christine, and I look and I see y'all, and I don't know if it's magnified because now I know you, because even before when I didn't know y'all, it was just nice to see y'all. But to me, it just meant seeing someone else do something means it can be done. So I'd be like, Tasha's doing this, which means it can be done, right? So if it's something that I don't know if I can do it, I don't know. Christine does everything, y'all. She has podcasts. She does reactions. I don't know. She probably got a nail shop on the corner of Second. I don't know. Christine
she probably got like 8 businesses she's hiding.
When did the roasting start?
I say this respectfully with love, Christine. There's like nothing that you don't do, and I don't know how, because we talk, and I'm like, sis, I need you to take a nap, please.
Hello.
Christine is, if it can be done, Christine will find a way. But when I say that, like, I look at y'all as inspiration, it may be for things that I'll probably never even do, right? But just the fact that I see y'all doing these things, it's like, it means it can be done. So for anyone that's ever said, well, I may want to create content, but I don't know what I want to do, Well, you have options. You can pick from one of Christine's 500 things, or you can do reactions. You know, you can do it.
Reactions isn't for the weary, though.
It's not for the weary. I don't think
it's not for the weary at heart.
Because playing these games aren't, and depending on what game you're playing, I don't think for what it is we do, I don't think it's for the weary in general.
Yeah, none of it is for the weary, but
most
especially reactions.
of the time you feel like I hate it here, it hates me, and that's fair. But I guess I respect the fact that everyone comes from something different. So we're not all doing the same thing. We all move differently, but we all find success in all of our perspective fields. I think that's dope. It's the reason why y'all inspire me. I think it's pretty cool.
That's fire.
Oh. Christine tearing up with the soju over there.
That's soju.
Alana, go ahead and say something about pocket. Break up the mood.
To get on like YouTube and stuff, again, like I said, it was Shira. She kind of inspired me to get on YouTube as, you know, being a reactor. But as a continual is just seeing other people in the same creative space and just like Cup was saying, like how everybody is just progressing and they're consistent. And I know everybody needs to take breaks every now and then, but on the most part, like when y'all take y'all break, y'all come back even harder. So it's like, dang, if she could take a break and she's coming back 10 times harder, then I have no excuse. Okay, like family or whatever.
You do have 5 boys. We give you all the grace, baby.
Right. When she said 5, my jaw dropped.
You got 5 excuses at least.
Yeah, hello. 5 boys.
But even then, it's like when you're a mom, it's like your family is an extension of yourself, but you still have to find something within your own that you can claim as your own. You can't just have your family be your definition. So for me, it's like, yes, I'm a mom, but I'm me too. Like I can be separate and then still do my duties as a mom. So if I want this, I have to make time for it. And if I have to lose sleep, then just so be it. I love what I do. I'm able to stay home and then be with my kids when I need to. But I'm still doing something that I love and that helps other people. Because like Shira said, people be like, hey, you know, your content makes me feel happy, or I could just watch you and I'm good. That vilifies what you're doing. It's like, you know what? If you're good and I'm making you happy, what I'm doing is good for me, but it's helping other people. If I can pour into people, I'm good. So yeah.
Alana, what's your @ so I can follow you?
Hold on, if I bring her up, you can see it because you put your name there, right? Oh no, it says Maya. Hold on. Let me get Mila out. There you go.
Tasha collects friends like Pokemon cards, y'all. So
right.
Tasha is literally everybody's friend. I'm like, you know them too, goddamn.
I would say she is like the cool person at school. Like when you watch the show, the cool person that knows everybody, like no matter what they are, who they are. Yeah, that's Tasha.
So me and Tasha gonna have to be friends. And we're gonna have to play thing 1 and thing 2. So like,
yes, Tasha.
I know.
That'll be funny.
I love making friends, man. As you know, growing up, I didn't have like a lot of like really good friends. So now that like I meet like a bunch of like gamer girls, like y'all, it's an anime. I get so excited. I'm like a kid in a candy store. I get so excited.
It's so cute. I understand. It's so cute, Tasha.
Oh my goodness.
It's so cute. Jazz, what about you? Who inspires you?
Y'all done took my answers, honestly. Y'all took my, like, you guys, my family, like, and like just being able to like do this stuff with you guys is like what makes me keep going. Because like Tasha said, like, because I was into anime and like video games and stuff like that, and especially as like a little Black girl, like nobody was talking about that in class. Like they were not talking about. So I would be quiet, and I was like a fat kid too. So like on top of that, like it was just a lot. Like so like I wasn't talked to basically. So I didn't have like a lot of friends that I get to like talk and chop it up and have a good time. Like, oh, you want to come over and play this game? No, I was only one. So I was like a loner pretty much. And so like doing this, I was like, okay, like you guys could see our faces. Like, you know, like we could see more Black women gaming. We could see more Black women in reactions and anime and all that stuff to feel like represented, to be like, hey, I could do this too. And like that it's cool. That it's cool. It's not something to be ashamed of or anything like that. So when I see like comments from like our community is just saying like, oh, like, you know, you helped me out of a bad day, like Shira said, and like to get together and do this stuff with you guys, like it makes me feel like inspired to like keep going, because like it's so like positive and it's a good community. It is. And like my family, of course, is an inspiration too, because they always told me to like, you know, like be myself and to like strive in like what I want to do in life, whether it's a 9-to-5 or not. They were pushing for me not to be in a 9-to-5. And then when I told them that I was doing the gaming, they didn't understand it at first, but they were just like, all right, Jazz, you're not stupid, but like keep going. Like, let's see what happens. And then they see it. And so like I want everybody to see that like this could be like fruitful. You don't have to like be stuck in like a traditional way of like growing up, like, or like thinking that if you graduate college, you have to go, graduate high school, you have to go to college, because I dropped out and I'm doing what
I didn't finish either.
I dropped out because I realized I didn't like school.
I'm a dropout.
I didn't like it. So then I started
they kicked
working
me out,
and doing this. So you can do whatever you want to do.
I did take
No, we gotta hear this. Christine
got kicked out.
It's a funny but not funny story. It's called severe depression, and so
okay,
yeah, we don't have to hear that story.
You don't. I thought it was something like you got caught
I was
doing
like, girl,
party.
I was
twerking on the dean's desk, and they kicked me out. Like, you want to see what these cheeks can do? And then they
not the lang lang cheeks. Lang 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 lang.
That's what she got it from. Lang.
Can you imagine each cheek has that tattoo?
You know what? You should do that. Just get like a nice like Hannah tattoo. So you can see what it looks like.
Okay, why are your hands so far apart though, Jazz? Like,
who tuned into the stream when they was in LA at Stacy's house?
All right, so who inspires
me? Pink ass. How about that?
We kind of reel it in.
Okay.
I'm sure everybody in Christine's community remember them pink shorts.
Right. All I saw was pink.
I didn't even notice because Christine is so close to the ground. I wasn't looking down.
You know what's crazy?
When Jazz said it, I was like, "Oh, Christine, cover
when
up."
I first met Christine in person in Miami, because I was the first one to see her, right? And she hopped down out the car because she had to like jump down out the car.
I have a Highlander.
So she jumps out the car like, boop. And all I see is ass, and I'm like, "Oh my god!"
She doesn't know what she's talking about. She's tall. She looks out. It just looks different to her. Okay, it just looks different to her.
I finished college but decided to pursue other things, so I don't want other people to think like, you know, you can't go to college and still do something else. Like you can.
You can do anything. You can actually do anything.
It's easy to do a lot of stuff nowadays.
Yeah. Like everybody's finding their own path, and I love that. I love that there's like so many different ways that you can get to wherever you want to get to. And because I mean, there are great and bad things about social media. I think one of the great things is that it has made it harder for people to gatekeep who can do what. Because before you'd have certain people that would deem whether someone was good enough or worthy enough to be a part of what they're creating. And, you know, when it comes to studios and a movie director has a movie or an idea, and they'll probably film a movie, but can't get a studio to pick it up. Now they don't really need to, you know, via social media, they can put their own projects out there. And especially with what Netflix was doing when it first started, just picking up a bunch of those indie projects, giving them a highlight, and now a lot more people are getting to see their worth. And you know,
also like we see people that we know that's like that, like King Vader and RDC. They basically create their own films. And
Issa Rae, she started Aqua Black Girl on YouTube.
And Fly Guys.
Quinta too. Was it Quinta?
Quinta. Yep, she was on BuzzFeed. So it has definitely given a lot of people, a lot of us as well, the opportunity to do what we want to do. And so for me, it's a mixture of like everything inspires me. So like piggybacking off of what you guys said, like seeing, especially with what Cup said, like seeing other people do, like when Tasha got that tour thing, I'm like, that's really cool. And then Leash was on it too. I'm like, I know them both, you know? It was this really cool thing that they got to do that I didn't even, if you were to ask me to line out like my career, I would have never thought of that. So that was really cool to see.
I'm pretty sure we would have never thought of that either.
Right. That was
inspired.
a wonderful experience.
That was so much fun. I can't wait to do it again.
Tune in for season 2, possibly. But yeah, so like seeing the different things that everybody has gotten and the things that they have done, and even like seeing Cup doing a lot of the hosting stuff that she's been doing. It's like that the fact that you would think, okay, now that can be done. Now I know I can do this additional thing. There's this other thing in my wheelhouse that I can be a part of and that I can do. And like you guys were saying, it's not a thing out of jealousy, right? It's never a thing out of, why wasn't I picked for that? Like I could do that, you know? It's more so of like, oh, okay, that's really cool. And then for me, being me, I'm like, okay, that's something I want to do. So I'm going to put that on my list of things that I'm going to do. That is a long list. Okay. But yeah, I'm like, that's something. Okay, Tasha, all right, come down.
No, I get what you're saying, because like every time I see you guys do something, it's never like oh darn it, like F Kason, why they give it to her little ass? To me. It's never like that. But it's always like wow, that's really cool. Like maybe that's something I can aspire to do one day too.
Yeah, no hate, no hate here. No hate,
right,
just love heart. The only thing I think that irks me, and like I want to rattle the cage a little bit, but the only thing I say that irks me is we get a lot of questions, and I think I actually even seen a couple in the chat where people kind of ask like, oh, like how did like trying to find like a one all be all like solution to like being successful or wanting success, or it's like it's hard work. Like it's not easy.
Hella hard work.
Like I don't want people to think like, oh, anybody can do it, because no, it's not for everybody. Like the amount of I probably work more hours doing this. And
for sure.
Especially Roshi behind this.
Do a regular
then we did a regular job. I get maybe 2 to 3 hours with my babies Monday through Friday, and then the weekends is really, really my time with them. So when people are like, "Oh, why no content?" Blah 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 blah, because I'm spending time with my babies that I sacrifice for you guys during the week. But a lot of people don't understand like how much sacrifice it actually, takes like to do like a certain level of consistency around like certain things. And so, it's not easy. There's no easy answer. Like when people say, oh, what do you do when you burn out? Oh, me, I suck it the F up and I tear through it. I recorded through all 9 months of my pregnancy, and I didn't take time off until the baby was born. So I was in the gym until I was 8 months pregnant. Like me, I'm not the one to be like, oh, well, what do you do when you get tired? You suck it up. Like that's what you do. That's what you do when you get tired. You suck it up.
I do feel like that, because you touched on a good thing, the fact that it's about drive, right? Because the aspect of saying anybody can do it means that there isn't any like, educational requirement.
But I know what you meant,
yeah. Or that you have to have in order to jump into this, or even like hours met before you can be a part of this type of thing. Well, to be a content creator, I mean, each platform has those hours met before you get money, but that's, another thing. But yeah, the fact that it isn't easy. It is not easy to do what we do, what any of us do, right? It's not easy to do this and be consistent and find success and keep that success or maintain that, or when that dips, mind you, think of mental, that like especially being on YouTube, because I don't know with Twitch, I imagine there might be some similarity to some degree, but since you guys have subs at a base price, then, it's dependent on whether after the holidays, people have enough to keep subbing during the holidays or they drop off. But on YouTube, we call January the desert or the drought, because a lot of people pay out their companies, they pay out their AdSense or their ads and their marketing up until December, because they want to catch the holiday season. So October to December, they're throwing all their money out. But when it comes to January, you will see your stuff like either in half or even a third. It goes down.
Yeah, it goes below,
way down, right?
Bottom of the barrel.
And then
And some people
especially
aren't consistent. I'd say the hardest part is consistency, and some people aren't consistent, and that algorithm is no joke. Like
It's not.
It's a week off, like boom, done. Like like the algorithm.
It keeps
Could you
changing.
say that the lack of consistency comes because it's hard to stay self-motivated? Like for what?
Yeah, because the money doesn't. I think the payoff doesn't come right away. Like a lot of our even own personal friends that like quit, because I call it quitting, but they quit because they weren't seeing like results overnight. Like they see like where we are and they want to be there, but they want to get there overnight, even though it took us.
But if you're doing this, just jumping off saying because you're about to make money, you're not gonna do this long.
No,
you're not. For a week or two, and then you're gonna stop because you're like, why don't I have 1 million views yet? Because it doesn't happen like that.
Your first 100 videos might get
number,
no views.
Whether it's a fiscal number, a view number, a sub number, you're not gonna be here long. Like if you're not, you have to be self-motivated to do this. You have to do this whether you are streaming live for 0 people, whether you are uploading and you have 0 views. You just got to do it because you want to do it. And even though I'm saying like just do it anyways, it doesn't mean it's going to equate to something. It just means you believe enough in what you're doing that you want to do it anyways. There's not enough letting people know on Twitter or paying people to, you know, oh my God, what was it? Friend for friend, sub for sub.
Well, that's a blast from the past.
Get this to work. Like it's either you are self-motivated and you do it.
What Cup is saying is that if I follow you, Cup, you're not gonna follow me back. That's crazy.
Well, I follow you back because I'm taller than you, and so I support the little. So I got you, Tasha. But what I'm saying is never. Even okay, so we're all sitting here. There is no right number, right? Like when you hit 100K, Jazz, Christine, did you suddenly stop and say, "Well, I hit 500K. I guess I'm done. I guess I'm leaving." There is no right number. There is no right dollar amount. I don't care how much you think. If I can do XYZ, then I'll be on. That doesn't exist. None of that exists. No matter what you do, there's something else waiting for you, and you'll be like, "Okay, I did it." And then you look around.
It's almost like playing a video game. Yeah, when you get to, there's no top level. When you get to a new level, it's a new boss. And you keep going and going.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. And plus motivation, like even though being motivated is cool, but motivation is a scam. You have to have discipline. Yeah. Like you have to do stuff on days where you don't feel like doing shit.
Yeah. Right.
Okay? Like you ain't gonna be motivated all the time.
That's that drive.
Because motivation is a scam. Because you spend your days all the time.
Hold on. Bye, Tasha. She's trying to get out. Bye,
Tasha. You spend your days all the time like trying to find motivation to do stuff, and that shit is a scam because you need to have discipline. It doesn't matter if you have the motivation. You need the discipline to get up every day at a specific time. You need discipline for everything in life, to eat healthy, to be in shape, to take care of kids, to like work a job, like all those things. You need discipline. And motivation only lasts so long. Like you may do something and it motivates you for a moment. But you just have to be able to stand on your own 2 feet.
Motivation is a scam. I just think people be motivated by goofy shit. I don't think it's the motivation's fault.
Just calling people out.
Discipline, absolutely, right? If you're not disciplined, you're not getting nothing done. But we just said what inspired us, which is our motivation. So obviously somebody lying.
But some days I look at my daughter and I be like, man, I don't know.
I'm looking at mine right now and I'm like, homie, you can go to bed. But what I'm saying
I think you need both, because if you're disciplined with no motivation, then you can.
I feel like
I do. Both. You do need both. And then mind you, we can say discipline mixed with drive or interchangeable with drive, right? Because discipline does seem like more of a construct, like, okay, I'm going to wake up at this time and every day and do it. Drive just means that, okay, I woke up a little later than I meant to, or I was really tired the night before, but you know what, today I'm still going to do it. Yeah.
Right.
And so I do feel like like discipline and drive is interchangeable, but I do agree. I think motivation, I understand the sentiment, like motivation is this game. And that's from kind of what Cup is saying. Like if you're just motivated just to be like, oh, I want to be the best streamer ever, and that's just it, then it's not that that's not going to hold you when AdSense goes down. Right. It's not going to hold you when, you got to have something
intention.
Right. Because there's so many things. AdSense goes down, or, whatever the monetization goes down, right? Revenue goes down. You'll have times where your videos are hot. Then you have times them videos is cool. You like, okay, why everybody left me on on this platform? Why ain't anybody watching no more? So you do need that drive or that something to push through life, COVID, pandemic. Okay.
I
like so many.
A lot of people I feel like are motivated by like toxic things.
Well, it's things that aren't real, because this is a job, right? Now I get it. I love what I do. It's fun, but this is my job. Like I don't expect to like it every day. I don't expect to be like, oh, I'm so excited for this. I ain't getting where I'd be pissed. I'd be hot as soon as the camera hit me. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? I didn't win it. But that's not because this is a job. And I think we forget that. I think it's like, oh, because it's fun. And it's like, yeah, it's fun. But don't think for a second. I know for a fact each and every one of y'all have done something you don't feel like doing. You're not in the mood for. Oh, yeah. But it's like, it doesn't mean you don't like it. That's just natural.
Not in the mood for certain things you need.
And I think it's very scary, and it's kind of telling. And I only base this on what I see on Twitter. It'll just be like, if everything doesn't check every box, now you suddenly don't do it. Now it's suddenly not right for you. And that's not realistic. Like, you're not going to like every essence of everything you do. But you want what you do enough to keep it going. Or even if you don't love it, you know damn well you ain't trying to go back to the 9 to 5.
Hello.
I
ain't getting on that pole no more.
I'm not going back. So while everyone else was complaining, damn that, I'm going to work.
I ain't getting on that pole no more.
I ain't getting back on the pole.
Oh my God.
Well, I'm thinking like when you say that my content creation, I was like, maybe you could, maybe you could make some content out of that.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I be seeing stripper TikTok, and I be like,
go ahead, Tasha.
You want to get a poll? You want to get a poll?
They love you here.
I need to get on that pole.
Tasha make good money here. Come to Atlanta.
Yeah, I love where the conversation went in regards to like discipline and drive, and that's where because I was talking to somebody the other day where you're not just like a job. You don't like everybody at your job, right? You don't love everybody at your job that you had, right? That it's the same thing in this industry where you're going to find people that are awesome, people that click with you, and then people that are awesome but don't click with you. Then some people that are not awesome but are doing way better than you, and you got to just swallow that ish up because that's just the nature of the game. And just because you may not have had a good moment, my rule of thumb is if someone hasn't full on disrespected me, like actively, like tagged me and said a whole bunch of ish on social media or texted me a whole bunch of ish, I can still do a stream with the person. I can still record with the person. And this mindset of like, oh, you fake, that's just stupidity. Because if you was working your 9 to 5 and the person beside you was like, you didn't like that person, right? But you had a project due with that person, or else you wouldn't go get paid, you would have got it done. Okay. Or even if it was like overtime, you would have got it done. And yeah, there are times where somebody can be vile and like, I mean, I have a couple people on my list where I would rather not work with them. But if it came to a situation where YouTube like hit me up and was like, hey, I would like you to do this thing, and I see that other person is there, then I'm not going to be like, oh no, I can't do it. I'm going to do what I got to do.
Some people will be like, oh, I'm
Tasha, shut up.
God damn. You don't shut up. Go ahead, Christine. What were you saying?
I kind of want to hear it though. So what were you gonna say? No. Okay.
I love Tasha energy. Like speak your truth, hun.
I know. I want to hear it.
Okay. All right. I'm problematic. I'm sorry.
No, we'll
let something get in the way of business.
That's
some people will.
That's a
But
fact.
shit, just
Well,
know
everything happens for a reason, okay? And sometimes, you know, you're meant to work
everything
with
does
people and you're
happen
not.
for a reason.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're true. All right, so this question. Let me shout out to the Nerd King Crocus. Oh dear. Okay. Alana, representing the Crybaby Pirates. Okay, let's go. Looking amazing as always, Captain. Glad to see this amazing podcast collaboration. So Crybaby Pirates, do explain.
Captain.
Well, I'm a crybaby. I'm very sensitive. I'm sensitive
Me
as hell.
too.
Like
I am
it don't
too.
take much, especially when it comes like with kids or like just something that's really touching. I will freaking bawl, and it'd be hard for me to contain myself. Like I be trying to like suck it up, like. But it
Are
just
you also a
comes.
One Piece fan?
Oh, I love One Piece.
I knew it.
There's my man right here. What up, Zorro?
I knew it. Ain't that little hat you got over there?
Oh yeah, that's love. And then there's Chopper's hat. And then face over there.
Dad, touch your face.
I got my sword.
Don't know. They're gonna make a meme out of this. Stop.
No, she don't like One Piece.
Look,
Do you want me, Lana, do you want me to move your square? Do you want me to move your square? So
No, it's
another
okay.
square.
Maybe I can convince her. I can convince her.
No, you can't. You cannot. You cannot. I've already tried over 100 episodes. The characters look weird. It takes too long to get to shit. It's just y'all got 1,000 episodes, bruh. Like who?
I would rather read it.
Time?
I haven't watched it yet either, but I do plan to read it
It's
one
so
day.
good, though.
Like,
One day.
like,
When I can
some
actually
anime-
commit to it, see, that's discipline. Me
One
knowing
day.
I can't commit to it right now.
Some
But
animes
I will
literally
read
have-
it one day. But
got-
I just don't got the time right
They
now.
got 12 episode runs for certain animes, and that's all they get. Why I gotta give this anime 364 episodes for me to get to the good part? Why?
Hiroshi loves One Piece. He says it's like one of the best
It's
ones.
good. It's all story building.
I trust his
It's story
opinion,
building.
but
How
I
much
just
they gotta
haven't.
build?
That's a
Can they
story
get to
build?
the point?
It's a big world.
It don't take that long to find one piece of anything. I just want to say that.
Shut up, Leash.
It don't take that long. If you can't find the one piece, leave it alone. Find another one. Also, you said you was a crybaby. I'm gonna be that
I love
person.
that
What's your birthday?
crybaby pirate thing.
I'm an Aquarius on February 14th.
You a crybaby? See. Everybody's like, cancers are crybabies. I don't cry that often.
Really?
And
I heard
I'm not a
Pisces are the
crier.
emotional ones.
I
That's
am
why I
not
like
a
crap is. Let me stop.
I be crying a
astrology?
lot.
That's fine.
I
There's a lot of
used to, and then the more like I became like a different type of person, not as much as I used to.
Understandable, but good. I found
crying
an
a- I be
Aquarius that
crying a
cries.
lot.
Yes.
Yeah, because I don't know like Aquariuses that cry. Well, I only know 2 Aquariuses, and it's Betty and Asia, and them niggas don't cry.
I don't know
Like
doesn't
that.
really cry either.
I used to be a stone cold thug, but then I had kids, and I feel like
Oh,
They change. They change you.
They do change you. Kids
They do.
change you.
I think for me it was just amplification because I was kind of a crybaby before, but then like when I was pregnant with her, I remember we were watching Black Panther, and I was bawling at the end, and my husband was like, "Babe, why are you crying?" It's like, this is why we got to work together. I was
So
just
while
like,
you're
bawling.
pregnant, it's different.
Yeah, but ever since then, I mean,
Yeah.
it's worse now. It's worse. I cry like Last of Us every episode. I think I should.
I do get a little choked up. That's the only time I do cry is when I see. I don't cry at my personal situations, but like let's say for instance, children movies like Disney movies and Pixar movies. It's just something about like the story be so innocent.
They get
so
you.
Oh, y'all are so soft. Oh my goodness.
Inside Out. I watched Inside Out for the first time last year, and I was just like so choked up. Encanto, whenever I watch Encanto, that ending part, I tear up at the end when they're like
the one with Jamie Foxx.
Yes.
The one with Jamie Foxx. Soul. Oh my God, Soul! I was bawling.
That one is. I mean, I'm mad that he was a cat most of the movie, but it did get the heartstrings. Okay, it did get the heartstrings.
What's your sign, Cup? Because I feel like I ain't never seen you cry before.
I'm a Cancer.
Cup's a Cancer.
Cry.
Me and Cup's birthday is like a day apart. Mm-hmm.
That's why I could never have children.
For the 15th.
I'm
You
18.
have children, Tasha?
Okay, so you're 2 days after me.
Okay. Yeah.
I can't have kids because the baby gonna start crying. I'm gonna start crying too, and then we both gonna be crying.
Like when you
take care
first
of
take them
us.
and get their shots, when you take your baby to get their first shots and they stick them and they cry. What you doing about the baby?
I'm ready to fight.
What you doing? Or when they get their ears pierced. Man.
Okay, hold on. So I do want to take mine to get her ears pierced. What tips can you give me? Because she's 4 and she's
Bring some
she's
tissue.
a girly girl.
Cry.
She's like
she gonna cry.
Bring some tissue.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt.
Yeah. It's gonna hurt you more than it hurts her. She's gonna be all right after like 2 seconds.
I got my ears pierced at 19 and I cried.
Oh, Tasha.
Mine were at like 11 or 12. Actually, I think it was
feel like that's
11.
understandable. It's understandable.
No, actually, no, it was like
They don't cry that
13.
long.
I didn't even cry when I got my ears pierced, my belly pierced, my tattoo. I was
Yeah,
no, I don't
didn't
cry.
either.
Wait, Jazz, what's your zodiac sign again?
Sagittarius.
Sagittarius.
They
Why was
fun.
there such a pause there? What does that
They're
mean?
fun. Sagittarius are fun.
She said it slow too. She's like Sagittarius.
They're friendly.
Like what that mean?
Because my mom and my sister are Sagittarius, says I can't stand both of them niggas sometimes.
But it could just be them, though.
Dang.
That's where my qualm. See, that's where my qualm with signs come in, because I feel like the first thing somebody want to ask you, like if you say something, especially if it like that they don't like, it's like almost instant like self justification to now put them in a box that they don't belong in.
Yeah.
Like that's why I have beef, like with that mentality.
I don't treat anybody differently.
I'm not saying you do, Leash, because I didn't either when I was like that. But a lot of people do. They'll be like, "Oh, she's and then it's almost like brings me back to like the whole light skin, dark, all that mentality. It just comes rushing back to the colorism and all of the stereotypes that go into the box of like, oh, this person looks like this, or they said they're this, so that means that they fit these characteristics, and I don't like that.
People don't have the people don't understand nuance, and then people don't really have I don't want to say smarts because that's not fair, but people don't understand.
Well, like they say, common sense is not so common.
I will say,
not everybody's well versed.
I will say that my mom and my sister are both very different people, and my mom, my sister, and Jazz are all 3 very different people, and they all Sagittarius. So I don't know. I don't know a lot about signs.
Like
you don't need to, Tasha.
Don't go off of the sun sign. Don't go off of the sun sign. Everybody has a birth chart, which makes you different. And everybody has other things in your birth chart.
All I know is what my sign
complicated.
is. I never.
Yeah, I know what my sign is.
I know what it means or anything like that. I don't care.
I did read. So the other day I was like talking to my husband about, because he was like, "Yeah, I'm sure it's nothing. It's BS." And then we were like reading the signs, and he's like, "Oh, mine is pretty spot on." And then even the stuff about me, because I do feel like I can be stubborn, and it's not like a loud stubborn. Like I'm not going to be.
But they just put an overgeneralization of traits in a box that fits most. That's why when you read horoscopes, you're like, "Oh, that's me. Yeah, that's you," and like 5 other 100 million people on the earth. They have like a science. They have like a science.
Do y'all believe in the Myers-Briggs stuff too?
I don't know.
I don't know what that is. I don't even know.
You don't know
I used to be like super heavy into Myers-Briggs personality type stuff. I used to be super heavy
Myers-Briggs. I thought she said I mean,
I liked it to like help myself understand myself. It wasn't something I ever used to like.
Never use astrology to judge other people's. Astrology is meant for
People do that so much now. They'll do.
I can agree with that.
They'll just be like, "Well, it's not my fault. I'm a Cancer, so because
and that was gonna be my second. That was gonna be my second point of what Cup said. Aside from people putting people in a box, I hate when people justify things that they do because they do. Oh, it's because I'm a no. You lack accountability. You need to go to learn what accountability is. It doesn't matter what time you are. Go learn and be accountable.
and drop it on the floor and pick it up and eat it. Oh my God, you must be a Pisces. Like, hello?
And they be so loud and so wrong. Oh, you must be a Cancer. Oh, I'm actually not. So go about your business.
Yeah. Stuff
People
like
do
that
that a lot.
That's funny. Okay, so jump into the next one because we haven't gotten to the game yet. But this has been fun. But we've had some donations, so I want to touch base to the people that have been donating here. So shout out to the Invincible. Okay, you almost caught me there. The soju was hitting, but I caught that extra L. Okay, here's a little something for all you queens. Hope you ladies have some fun tonight and continue to be great role models. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Lang. Shout out to you. And then we have Lang. Shout out to Tyax World. Okay, cute profile pic, Tyax.
Yeah,
you get it. Okay, right. Since there are more people wanting to be streamers and content creators nowadays, which is true, it's been harder to find Elgato-ish lately at Best Buy. Y'all need to chill. What advice would you give someone who is now taking it seriously?
Everything.
I would say
touched on that already.
Yeah.
She
like
asked that question
we
like a while ago.
said a lot of stuff already.
Where you can find it, since it's a bad
Right.
friend.
What's
Also-
an additional? It's a bad friend.
Can I add something? Just to piggyback
add.
off of what Shira said. Yeah, there's times where you do have to like grind and focus on your discipline. But when you need that break, take that break. Because right now I just tweeted about this today. Like, I'm experiencing burnout, and I know it's burnout. Because when I sit by my computer, I look at my computer screen and I just get up and go sit on the couch, right? The only thing that I can do and that I'm okay with doing is streaming. Because, I edit my own stuff, my YouTubes, my TikToks, my Instagram stuff. I edit everything. So I'm like, as long as I could get on stream and do something, you know what? For right now, that's good enough until I get back in my energy. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Editing is different. Like, you really have to be really intentional with editing or whatever.
It
and on
takes
stream,
20 years.
and it takes a while. So like when I get on stream, you know what? I could still be like myself. I could talk and whatever, play a game, relax and decompress or whatever. So kind of know when you need to sit down and when you can actually grind it out. Because, Shira knows who she is. Shira knows what she can handle. What Shira can handle, you may not be able to handle. You know what I'm saying? I know I could not stream 9 months pregnant for the whole. No, you know how many breaks I would take? That's not my MO. So
you lucky if I get out the bed if I'm pregnant.
Right.
Oh my goodness, Tasha. I would drive down Miami and pull you out that bed.
Right. Just because you see other content creators like grinding it out, like Christine. Christine has so many projects. She's always thinking about something. She's like, Leash, I'm doing this. I'm like, can you sit down? Like, but
I'm sitting down when I'm texting you. I mean, in all
you know
fairness.
your limits. Like, you pace yourself to your limits.
As long as she's okay, then I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? So know your limits, y'all. Just because you see us doing some stuff don't mean that y'all got to do it. There's no right or wrong way to content create. Do what makes you happy. And then do what makes you comfortable.
Well, there's a wrong way, but yeah.
There's a wrong way.
I have a question
some
for
people,
y'all.
hold on, I do want to say some people like can do the Rihanna thing, right? Rihanna did a whole Super Bowl thing while she was pregnant. I couldn't do it to that level. I did record while I was pregnant and then gave birth. And then I think I recorded like 3 days after I came home. But I will say, I don't think that was a wise decision for me. However, like they're saying, find your pace, find out who you are, like what you can do, and see if there's another way. Like for Leash, the fact that she's like, okay, I'm burnt out. Recording and editing ain't it for me right now, but I could stream, you can find some other way to be consistent. Consistency doesn't just mean posting at the same ilk and the same amount of videos all the way through. It just means showing up in some capacity.
Yep.
Tasha, what do you guys say?
I was gonna say, well, y'all, the only way a break ever feels like a break for me is if I'm with one of y'all, and this is why I've been taking trips to y'all houses. Because if I take a break and I'm in this house, man, it's never a break for real. Because I do other things.
It feels like wasted time. Like, I could have been doing X, Y, and Z instead of just.
And then
I'm leave and travel or go do something. Otherwise, it doesn't feel like a break.
I'm always thinking like, why am I even just sitting here? I just might as well just stream. Who cares?
Yeah.
That's why I'm losing money by going to. I'll see you in March.
Plus, like I said, for me, it's also different because, like, you know, back to the motivation thing. Like when I say Roshi is like he's like a machine. Like so, like yeah, he might take like a break, but like it's not like everybody. It's not a normal definition of somebody's break. So it's like, you know, like even we gotta like prepare for breaks. Like, okay, we gotta record double time like these days so that we can have the 3 days after that off. Like it's never really like any break we take, we still make up for. So it's like it's just double the work before the break. It's never like, oh, this is a lot of work.
It's like working in the restaurant industry because back in the day, I used to bartend and serve and stuff. And when you about to go on vacation, you pick up doubles. You know, you stay as long as you can just to make that extra money because you know that you're going to lose a certain amount of money. And you know that if you work in the restaurant industry, you not getting paid vacation time. You know, you get paid when you're in the building. So I think
it's like the money and the algorithm. Like we don't want to mess up our YouTube algorithm. So we have to have those videos you know, ready to go, unless it's obviously something airing weekly. That's why we never really take like a week or two off at a time, because we want to stay like on top of like, you know, our fans and like the
new shows
we put out. Exactly. So it's like for us, it's like, you know, plus he's like a workaholic. So like his level of work ethic is not at like the normal person's level of work ethic, but we like our team. And in order for him to be able to do that, like I have to balance the other stuff in the household. So it's like, okay, well, he's doing, you know, this work, you know, for an hour and then a break and then another hour and then a break, another hour, you know, I'm downstairs handling other business so that everything just kind of, everybody has like their part that they do. So it's not a lot, because a lot of it is, you know, off screen. Like a lot of the work that goes in is with, you know, the
so much. That's the thing people do not talk about.
So yeah, it's not, that's what I meant when I said it's not for everybody. Like there's more work that goes into it than people think. It's not just watching TV. Like it's so much more than just watching TV. That's the easy part of it. But
if
you don't
can't take rejection, then you're not meant to be here. Because especially reaching out to brands for like
reaching out to other people
and other people. But like if you can't take, you have to have a level of thick skin. And I know this is kind of like a topic on Twitter that's kind of because it's like, well, I'm a human being, so people should treat me with respect. Yes, they should. But if you get in this industry,
we're also human.
If you get in this industry, just know that people are going to say some wild shit to you, and you're going to have to take it on the chin. You could ban them. Good thing about it is that it's your space, so you could get them the hell out of your community. But at the end of the day, if you ain't got tough skin, especially as a black person, especially as a black woman.
Hello?
Like,
hey, where's Tasha? We lost Tasha?
Preach. She went to
nasty stuff.
Okay. And somebody asked, do you take time to work out? Remember to take care of your primary asset, your bodies. Yes, I work out 3 to 4 days a week. So right after we are done recording reaction videos, we go straight to the gym. Sometimes we go to the gym and then we record after. And then sometimes I stream that same night. So when I say like my life is like,
girl, I'll say that's not me.
Bam. There's no sleep for the week in this household.
I'll be getting on Christine.
Hello, y'all getting on me. Okay.
Sometimes y'all see posts on
and then
Instagram.
right after I get back from the gym, the babies, you know, they get home from daycare. Then I got a few hours with them till bedtime. Then after they're in bed and settled, then we hop on stream. And after stream, that's when we get like a couple hours to ourselves between like, you know, midnight to 2 a.m. to like hang out, watch a little TV, and then go sleep. Because it's like you still have to have your wind down time.
Yeah.
After like your work time, people would think it's like, oh, it's still your time, but it's like it doesn't count.
Sure. Side note: have y'all started Perfect Match already?
We finished it.
Yeah, I watched.
Dang! I was gonna be like, oh, you know what? This weekend we should come over because we did Love Is Blind like that. We were like watched through.
Yeah, we finished it.
Live.
That's like our after stream TV. Like that's what we do. Like after stream, it's like, all right, let's put on our toxic, you know, TV and watch this. Let's watch other people suffer for a little bit and then and then go to bed and then wake up, you know, and then, you know, we go to sleep at like, because people ask like, you know, what does your day look like? And I'm like, I go to bed most days like 2 a.m. and then I get up at like 7:30, 8 a.m. And that just, you keep doing it all over again. And throughout the day, it's like, record or gym or errands or, or work, it's always something going on. So, or travel. Like March is a really, 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 really busy month for us with travel. It's going to be like boom, 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 boom. Not looking forward to it, especially when you have to like haul 2 tiny tykes like to some of the destinations. But it's worth it. It's all worth it. At the end of the day, you have to, see your end goal and what you want your everyday life to look like. And
Shira, I'm exhausted just listening to everything that you do.
Listen.
I'm stressed out. I got anxiety.
Yeah. I've been like today specifically, I've been up since 7 a.m. because I had to drop my car off.
You don't take no naps?
To get service. Sometimes I don't have time for a nap. Like if I have time for a nap, I might, squeeze a nap in. But sometimes
I gotta get one nap in.
Sometimes I don't have time for a nap. It's just like, today I intended to take a nap, but it was like, drop the car off and then record and then gym and then, eat and then kids home, spend time with this. I don't really want to sleep my time away with them, like during the time I have with them. And
that's
then
understandable.
And then after that, it's like, okay, well, after they're in bed is dinner and then here. So it's like, I didn't really have time to take a nap. Everything was just kind of like boom, 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 boom.
You don't drink no caffeine or nothing?
No, I don't drink
What
caffeine.
is the damn secret? I'm trying to get the secret. That's what I'm asking all this questions.
To be honest,
is it crack?
No. I wish I'd probably make it easier, but no. No, it's just I think, like I said, a part of it is because like he's the same way.
I gloss over that now.
I think it also depends on like who you're with. Like that's why I said like Roshi being my partner, and like he goes even like I would say harder than I do in some ways. In some ways I go harder than he does and vice versa. But like, like we're like, when you have that energy, like it's easier. Like versus when you have somebody that just wants to sit around and mope all day, like it's easier to go that round. Or like, I would say like the way you eat, like too, like we've been more on top of our diet, so that helps me to be like more awake than when I eat like junk food and stuff. It makes me really sluggish. So like I'd say like all of it matters, like what you put into your body, like going to the gym like helps. Like I'm not gonna, I get tired, like sometimes we're recording something, especially if it's like something that's not like a whole lot of going on, it's like a lot of talking or whatever. Like I'll be watching it, but he'll be like, do you need to watch this later? Are you tired? I'm like, no, I'm good. We can watch it. But it's like, sometimes I don't have as much energy,
You push through it.
Like
you push through it. So.
But then like, it'll come back and forth. It spurts. Like as soon as I get up, and then I go downstairs and I come back upstairs and I'm like, okay, I'm good now. Let's do whatever we gotta do.
I'm about to put a picture of Shira on my wall. If
content creation, because what the hell?
I feel lazy. I'm gonna just look at her ass. I'm like, you're right.
What would you should put WWSP? What would Shira do?
Listen, let me go take my morning walk tomorrow because you embarrassed me. I am embarrassed.
And then we walk in the evenings every single day with our daughters. Like
they do.
Like we walk around the neighborhood. Like I don't know. It's just like I think to keep moving, like to keep busy, like
that is
like
something
just to keep busy. Like I think like when the minute like there are some things I'll procrastinate on. Like if like say like I need to like reorganize like some things in my house, but then I'll be like I don't have the energy for that because I need that energy. For this
to do content.
So I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I have like my house is picked up, it's clean, it's nice. But like if there's certain projects I want to do, like I want to take all of my daughter's clothes that are too small out and get rid of all of that, and like I have to designate like a day to be like mentally prepared for that because like like you said, like what you can handle and you don't want to put too much on your plate. Like to the point where you're burned out.
I want to come over.
Come over. I'm only a flight away. Which is not easy for you.
You can drive, yeah.
I wouldn't drive that though. I would fly.
It is. Tampa is like 5 hours.
My cap is
Well,
like
you know
3
what?
hours, 5 hours.
To me,
is
it's
long.
4 hours. Tasha, to her, it's probably 5 hours because she's an
It's
hour away
5.
from me.
It's 5. That's why I say take
Yeah.
a flight. It's an hour. So
Y'all
that
come
way you
back
can
to
spend more time
Atlanta.
here. If the flight
That
is
was
cheaper
fun.
anyway. The
That
flight
was
is
so fun.
cheaper.
Come back to Atlanta, y'all.
Atlanta was fun.
Atlanta
Now we
was
need
fun as
Alana.
hell.
We need Alana to come now.
Yes.
Alana in Atlanta.
Yeah,
All right, we
it's
have
fun,
some
though.
we have some lang langs to do because some people donated a crazy amount, which I want to shout out, but I didn't want to interrupt the conversation. So, sorry, Soju's hitting.
It's okay.
Slow down.
All right, lang. Shout out to Monet W for the donation. Love all of you, and am proud to be in this thing with you. Thank you so much, Monet. Thank you for the love. Appreciate you. Much love to you.
Thank you.
And then we have Nerd Stuff. Lang. Shout out to Nerd Stuff. Yeah. Nerd Stuff says, I just want to say everyone here is super dope. And me and my wife watch all y'all.
Aw.
Shout out to
thank
you.
you.
Shout out to wifey. Okay. Thank you so much.
Nerd
I
Stuff
just
is
imagine y'all cuddle up on the
amazing.
couch.
Nerd
Shout out
Stuff
to Nerd
is
Stuff.
amazing and super supportive. So shout out to you.
He is. Make sure you check him out. Show him love. Shout out to Tara Alex. Okay. Tara says,
Okay.
I know. Look, the melanin is popping. Okay?
Literally.
Right? Not popping, but pop in. All right. Hey, y'all. Black girl here trying to make her way through med school. And y'all's videos help me through the hard parts. Girl, praise and bless you. I know you said love y'all and praise Beyonce. Shout out to her. But also, bless you. Okay. Because we need more of us in the medical industry. I was on the phone call with somebody even yesterday. And the issues that we go through, trying to get help, just decent, regular help in life situations. And a lot of times it's life and death. So shout out to you, Tara. Girl, you better pass that med school and let me know what kind of doctor you're trying to be. All right. Because I might
trying to
need,
get the
I might have a
doctor
need for
to
that.
talk to you and explain to you what's going on is extremely
Or
difficult.
take you seriously.
Yes, right.
Tell them that
Oh
something
my
is wrong.
God.
And they're
When
like,
my
oh
leg-
no.
When my leg broke and I had to do the surgery, all I wanted the doctor to tell me was what was the procedure. Like, he was just like, your leg is fixed. And I'm like, okay, but what did you do? Like,
It's like a C-section. It's like they just cut you open, they take everything out, and then they just throw everything back in and zip you back up like a Ziploc bag. Like it's just like
Oh my God.
They don't
The way
be
you
taking care of
explained
you. Some don't.
no, they took care of me. I'm not gonna throw my doctors under the
Yeah, I'm
you
not
know,
gonna,
they
I'm not gonna throw
took care
my
of me.
C-section person under the bus, but the people that during both times I caught COVID, y'all get thrown under the bus, okay? Because y'all was terrible and I could have died, but thank God I didn't. All right.
Well, my daughter came out and
I tried.
She split me from V to A. Yeah, she split me from V to A, and they stitched me up nicely.
Ooh, you had a third degree tear.
I had
Oh
Yeah.
my God,
She's
that's horrible.
It was like, yeah, you need to stitches. I was like, huh? Yeah, I pushed her out. It was like,
Yeah, I wanted to. I wanted
tried.
to, but you know, mine didn't want to come out. Both of them.
Really?
failed.
My
Yes.
daughter was ready. She was
How
ready to
many
come
of y'all
out.
did
No, I
cooter?
did things the regular way, but the way
Yeah, I
Nisha
did do the
explained it
cooter.
scared the shit out of me. I didn't know.
Well, third degree
what
tears
Nisha-
aren't as common as like you know they're rare. Like usually first
Yeah,
and
she
second
got me.
degree tears are more common. But yeah, I'm
Was she
so
a bigger
sorry,
baby?
Leash.
Yeah, it's
That
okay. They
sucks.
stitched me up nice. I ain't have no
I'm sure
complaints
they did.
afterwards. So it's
good luck,
That's
Jazz.
good.
Good luck.
That's good.
I like how one person threw it on the other person. There's only two of y'all here.
Right, like she ain't got
None of
like
that
she's not gonna
shit.
have none. First of
Jazz
all.
is the closer to the situation. She got
I'm not gonna lie. I say this with love, but I think Tasha, I think you're gonna be popping before Jazz does. Okay.
I can see that.
really.
I could totally see that. And I can
But
see
you guys would
talking to
both be
Tasha.
such fun moms. I mean, I don't know if you
Right?
want to be moms, but you both
That'd
would
be
be
crazy.
such
I
like
like being a mom.
fun
I
and
would be a
dope
great
moms.
mom
right
too.
now.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a mom right
That's
now.
understandable.
Yeah.
But I will say, you
I would
know,
say, wait, girl, wait until that clock is ticking.
No,
The
but
alarm
that's what I'm
clock rings.
saying.
That's
I'm like, I'm looking at the
You got
economy. I'm looking at the world right now. I'm like, it's kind
girl,
of
don't worry about all that. The world is the world.
you know.
Just worry about
And
you.
then it's like also like I want to like be able to make sure that I have like stuff set up to where I can still do this and take
That's
care
fair.
of them, because that's not
That's
a toy.
Yeah, it's
like I
tough.
know everybody wants to see what our child will look like and stuff like that, but y'all not raising
Right.
them. I am.
That's not
So, like,
important.
right,
Yeah, that's not
I will
Right.
important.
say, I will
That's
say
the
that no
person
matter how
that
much
I'm
you
raising.
prepare, you will still not feel prepared. I will say
Yeah,
that.
no,
Like,
you ain't gonna know
But I'm
shit.
No matter
saying,
how
not,
There's
not
no amount of
necessarily
preparing.
prepare. I know
Not
that,
at
like, I'm
all.
gonna do my best with the child and with the babies, however many I
you'll
end
do,
up
you'll do
having.
great.
But like, I just want to be able to like do both at the same time. Like,
You will.
if that
Mhm.
makes
You
sense.
should
But
be-
you kind of
should
figure
be
it out.
alright.
You'll just figure it out. Like,
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I hate to say it
That's
like
what
that, but
parenting is.
you'll
Just
just
figure
figure
it
it
out.
out.
Yeah.
And you can read all the books and you can have all the stuff. You'll still not be
when I
prepared.
have all of y'all and y'all kids. Why?
So that means I
I
could
just-
send
I just be
Genesis
auntie.
down to Miami.
Well, let me say this. So
You want me to
I've been
send
on the
Genesis
phone
down to
with,
Miami?
I've been on the phone with Tasha, and my daughter, she'll have like pretend conversations, and sometimes they're with Tasha or Sadie. She'll be like, "Mommy, Tasha did this." And it's just like these pretend conversations she has.
Oh,
My daughter has actually played with her daughter. We've had like a couple play dates.
Yeah, they are
hilarious.
adorable. They are adorable. They are hilarious.
My
Also,
child
one
is on
thing-
another level though, because her
Girls
her
are-
daughter
they
walked
say
up
girls
to me
aren't
and
rough,
she's like,
but girls
"Can you
are.
tell her to stop running, please?" I'm like, "I'm sorry." She just takes after her parents. I'm like, there's nothing I can do about that. She's
That's
just
funny.
like got so much energy. Like she could literally wake up at freaking I don't even know 8 a.m. and go to bed at her bedtime is 8:30, but she just be in there up until like I don't know 10, 11. But if I let her stay up at 2 o'clock
Little
in the
one has
morning,
been
she's
closing doors. I've been hearing her open and closing doors
yeah.
throughout the show.
That doesn't get better,
Oh.
y'all. The
Yeah,
older
she
they
would.
get,
Nope.
they still don't go to bed.
No, she would. If there's literally vacations. Like she doesn't go to bed until we go to bed. Like she'll be up at 8 and go to sleep at 2. Like it's completely fine. Not even like tired. I'm like, girl, but my youngest is a different story. She's like the chill, laid back one. Like I ain't got time for any of that y'all got going on. Like
She's
so
so
there's
cute.
But what are your boys like, Alana?
Well, my oldest, he's about to turn 15, and he's like, I don't know, like how can I explain, Joe? He's very protective. He's like my firstborn, so he's very protective, but he's so sweet. And then so is my second oldest, and my third one, he's all about the girls. Like he's like Mr. Smooth. He got his chain.
Oh my goodness.
On, and he's like, Mom.
Oh my
He's like, let me
goodness.
tell you about this girl. And I'm like, I don't care. You're gonna get the girl shot. Like, what are you doing? and then my other one, my second to youngest, he's super sweet. And then Jacob, he's my youngest, and he's like a mama's boy. Like he's stuck to me like glue. So I got very fortunate. Thank God I have all good kids. Like all my kids are good. I ain't got no issues. Sometimes they might need a karate chop to the throat here and there. Other than
That never changes.
I was like my kids very, very good. I mean, actually, Jazzy and Tasha are meeting my kids at the end of this month.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean,
Nice to meet the girls.
They are. They're sweet. They're adorable. They're adorable. They're her twins. Like just picture her and shrink it smaller. They
No,
look,
one is like
I
half and half. One is me, and the other one's like half.
the
and
other
half.
one does
One
look
of
a
them
little bit more like
definitely
you.
Yoshi,
one,
like,
though.
see your face.
But that
One.
first one, your
Yeah.
first daughter, she is you.
Yeah, my
Sharon
first
looks
one is
like she
me.
has strong genes. You know, you could tell when somebody got strong genes. Like you look like you throw out.
They both got my
mini-me's.
lips and my nose. One of them got his eyes. The one that's like my carbon copy got my everything, but the other one got his eyes and my nose and my lips. So she's like split across.
It's
this
always
way.
nice to have a mini me.
Little like daddy, little like
Like
mommy.
oldest, that one's on me. Like I literally go places with her in public, and they're like, "Oh my god, she looks exactly like you." Just random strangers.
Does like you.
Like if
So how
that,
about-
they're like, "That's crazy." She looks.
How
exactly
about we do like a thing where we send our kids to Tasha and Jazzy, and
Let's do it.
and then
My daughter would love it. Okay, because y'all got that basement.
I'll kick it with Cup's daughter. You know, because we almost the same age. How old is she again?
Yeah, my daughter's 17. I'm almost done. No, Brooklyn's 17. She just turned 17 in last month. She's getting ready to leave.
She is so
I'm
chill.
not ready.
I like
That's
Brooklyn.
so chill. She seems like someone who's completely unfazed. Like she's so chill.
Now she grew up with us, so she's seen a lot. She's pretty chill. She's leaving us next year.
She looks more like Porter.
Oh no.
I remember
She
her.
looks like me until you see him, and then she looks like him until you see me. So it just depends.
She's
on
like
who you
a
see.
nice mix.
It just depends on who you see.
Really quick, because we have more donations coming in, because these people are amazing. They're loving this, which I'm loving this as well. As you can tell, my soju's almost done. All right. Naughty Kitty. Shout out to you, Naughty Kitty. Naughty Kitty. Wow. Ladies, do take time to work out. Remember to take care of your primary asset, your bodies. Wait, somebody read this. Was this
I did.
Sure did.
Yeah, I did.
So just kidding.
Just kidding.
Okay.
Lang, 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 lang.
The way I was like, I heard this already. Where did I hear this? But shout out, lang, 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 lang,
Oh
lang,
wow!
lang, lang,
Lang, lang, lang, lang, lang. Wow.
Shout out
big
to
one right there.
Lang. Like if I was a little bit more and I didn't think my husband would see this, I would lift up the shirt, but he would not like that. Anyway,
Not only
Soju, please.
Right now.
She's gonna start speaking in Spanish real soon. Don't worry.
listen,
man, what?
When Christine gets drunk, she
starts speaking in Spanish, and she will legit talk to you in Spanish as if you know it. And she last time she got drunk, she was like saying a whole bunch of stuff. I was like, Christine, I can't understand you. And then she kept going. I was like, Christine, I don't know what you're saying. Okay, I'm like, you speaking more is not going to make me magically understand Spanish. I don't know. Right? And then she switched to a London accent.
Yeah, she had a British accent when I saw her, and that was a lot.
When we were in LA, she was speaking in this English accent the whole
British next if it's not Spanish.
Well, let Christine read the expensive donation.
if I was less melanated, my face is like pink. It would be like hella pink right now. Okay.
That's all right.
No question.
no
Just
sense.
wanted to
Never mind.
say thank you to all y'all for the content and joy you put out there. As a Black woman, it's so great to see y'all do what you do and thrive. Thank you, T.
you.
We appreciate you. Much love. Oh yeah, I see the heart. Boom, boom. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Much love and appreciation to you. And then we have Jeromna Live. Shout out to you. How everyone doing? Y'all drinking your milk?
Yeah.
Nope.
I can't drink milk. Yeah.
Almond?
I've been almond. I've been a little bit away from like milk. Milk is so fattening.
I do oat milk unless I eat freshly baked chocolate chip cookies. In that case, I do 2%. Okay, because that's the only thing that works with chocolate chip cookies.
Drink water.
Yeah, I'm not drinking like, okay, the words I was going to say, I shouldn't say.
Or nothing. If it ain't vitamin D.
It is vitamin D if you do full, but I ain't doing all that.
You guys want to talk about those nice warm cups of milk we drank in Orlando?
Okay. Shout out to you,
I
Jerome.
want to get sick again, bro.
Shout out to Lang. Oh, she took me back.
You need some water.
Shut
you
up.
need some milk. Hello.
She needs some milk.
I'm mad you said hello. I get the end of that. Okay. Lang. Shout out to Devoted7 Gaming. Love to see beautiful Black women getting along. Listen, a lot of us do get along, okay? But
That's kind of like a stereotype, I feel.
Right. A lot of us do get along.
I was thinking the same thing.
I don't know if I like that comment.
Right. Now that I look at it,
As you can see,
Listen,
it's fine. We're not hostile. I'm the strong. I'm the alpha male of Black women in here.
I'm the baddest bitch. No, it's
most of my friends in my life have been Black women, so I have never had an issue with Black women in my life.
I've been pretty diverse. Mine's been pretty big, but yes, my closest friends have mostly been.
I would
Black
say
women.
as I've grown into adulthood, and even with it, like starting my channel, I have found my friends. When I was younger, because I was different, I was deemed, oh, you trying to be white because you're on honor roll, or oh, you trying to be right because you speak proper. Like that's I had to deal with that
ignorance.
a lot. So.
But kids are ignorant.
I also
some adults are ignorant too. You'd be surprised.
Hello, yes, they is.
Yeah. True that.
When I was younger, I didn't have a lot of like really good Black women friends at the time either. They used to bring up the light skin thing a lot.
Yes,
all the time. And at the time, like I wasn't able to like really understand like what they really meant.
Girls, same. They'd be like, "Are you mixed?" I'm like, "What does that mean?"
I never really got it because I was like, well, we all Black. What you mean?
Yes, yes, girl, yes.
But like as I got older, like I understand like the microaggressions and the shit that darker skinned women have to deal with on a regular. Like when I was younger, I definitely felt like they were bullying me because I was light skinned and I was so confused.
I was bullied a lot for the same reason. Well, don't feel bad, girl.
When I tell you, I'll never forget this one time we went to the club together and they told me that I have to go in after them because I was light skinned and everybody in the club's gonna look at me first.
But they weren't joking.
They weren't joking. They made me go in after them.
Not your friends. That was not
your friends. When they went by themselves, you should have just.
They weren't your friends. They weren't your friends.
I was like,
no, your friends, your real friends will joke that you're light skinned and hug you as you walk in together. Okay, that's what your real friends will do. All right.
I'm sorry you had to be subjected to that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, when I look at stuff like that, I'm like, we were kids. We didn't know shit. Like the older you get, the more you're supposed to learn.
Aware. That's true.
And you're supposed to be more aware.
But is the key there.
Supposed to.
Like
stuff that happened in middle school and in elementary school and sometimes high school, I'll be like, we were baby. You have to teach children empathy. That's something you teach people.
Yeah, I agree.
So it's like a lot of us. I understand why we hold on to it. But at the end of the day, as long as you learn from it and grow from it and understand how it's stupid, then it is what it is. So yeah, sorry, Tasha, that you had to go through your light skin.
I know. I'm sorry. The way that is backhanded there a little.
But I'm glad that like you can understand that mentality, Leash. Like, and I can, and like all of us, as mature individuals, can obviously look back at a situation and say, like. They just didn't know any better. But, at the end of the day, like it didn't affect like my character overall. Like if anything, it just subjected me to things that I weren't aware were things. And even now, like Tasha having this conversation, like it might come like as a complete like what to some people because you don't really know and like somebody's like experience with something until like you've had an actual conversation and my personal experience, a lot of our experience has been like myself and Tasha's, where people are just like, oh well, just because they're lighter they had it easier, but really I was bullied by my own people for my skin color. So
I never really understood it. Like
me too.
Growing up, like
until I got older.
It all goes back to slavery, but that's a different topic for a different day.
Yes, I didn't take enough
soju for that. I didn't take enough soju for that.
It does. Self-hate and colorism and all that. It goes, the rabbit hole is deep.
Yeah,
very deep.
From the pockets.
In Florida. But like, I will say that because it did those statements definitely affected me when I was younger. Even till now, where there's sometimes, I don't know if this happens to you guys, but there's sometimes where I walk into situations and I'm like, I have to prove my blackness, and that's like, that's like and that's like a weird thing to have to say, but it's a mindset of like, okay, I'll say this, I've got enough soju where I'm okay with this. But when I first got invited to YouTube Black, right? And this was 2018. This was like right after little one was born. And they're like, it's YouTube Black. You come out. There are going to be some workshops. There are going to be some fun nights and stuff like that. And you're going to hang out. And I literally turned to my husband and I was like, babe, I don't think I'm cool enough to go. Like, I don't know if I, I'm like, if I go there and I'm like, okay, I have to prove that I'm Black enough to go to this thing, So, I mean, it sucks. I will say that, yes, kids are kids, and hurt people. But if y'all watching this, be kind, okay? Understand that people are different and just be kind, because you never know what you're doing affects somebody, because there are other people who've been through what I've went through and they're like not on the same mindset I'm on. They're on, F our people mindset. Like, our people ain't ish. They voted for the tangerine and they really like the tangerine. So
not the tangerine.
Because so be kind, okay? Because essentially what you do may shape the future of this country. All right. Shout out to
Go. Oh, I was about to say, I just don't like when people use that excuse to be anti-Black towards other people. Like, yeah, everybody got picked on. I got picked on for being tall and fat. Do I care? No. You know what I'm saying? Like, find your people. If you're Black and you feel like you weird, there's a ton of other weird Black people, and we live in the internet age, so you could literally go online.
You can find them
and find other weird alternative gamers, anime cosplayers. Like, you could find your people. So don't use that as an excuse, because I feel like a lot of times
a lot of people use it as a
Black people want to be the only. They do. They use an excuse as, hey, yeah, they want to be the only person in their little white squad. So I don't know.
And as the person who's been the only no. Listen,
she can't even show her face.
I've been the only Black in a white squad.
Where you said it, you said the only one in a white squad.
I've always had diverse friends.
It's not cool. I've been the only Black before. I've been the only Black, and it's not cool. It is not cool.
I would think it's not.
It's not. You feel there's a sense of loneliness because there are things that have happened. Like your household isn't, whiter. Your household's still Black. So it's like when you go into these situations in these rooms and you have these mindsets, and my family's Jamaican on top of that. Okay. So that's okay. It was a lot of sounds there, right? But like West Indians, and then walking into those rooms or being in those situations, you're like, you desire someone to be like you, but it's like when you're kind of being cast aside, it's like, where do I belong? You feel lonely. You don't feel like you have anyways, let's move on to happier things. Shout out to Tyler Grace. Okay. Tyler Grace, thank you. Lang. Shout out to you for the donation. You said, not sure who said it. Please get your child's ears pierced at a pro piercer who uses single-use needles. Piercing guns can carry bloodborne illnesses. That's disgusting. I will make sure. Thank you so much for letting me know. Can I just Google that and find that, or do I have to call these people to find out?
She about to take her daughter to Supercuts to get there.
Go to a tattoo place.
Yeah, you could go to like any, almost like Jazzy said, like a tattoo parlor.
Yeah,
Piercing Pagoda uses like the gun.
Expose yourself because we got on her for Supercuts. Don't you ever in your life do that again.
Oh my God.
Okay, all right. So I will go to a tattoo parlor. Okay.
Next
thing. All right. Lang. Shout out to Jasmine Davis. Thank you so much for the donation. Appreciate you. Much love. Thank you so much. And Lang. Shout out to Lilac Flute. Beautiful
Lilac.
That's a very beautiful.
She's in our chat heavy. I know Lilac.
Yeah, I see her in mine too.
Yeah, she's in the chat heavy.
Love the love. Shout out to you for coming through and for donating. Appreciate you. Much love to you. Oh, this is inspiring more. I'm scrolling through and I see more. Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna reach out to y'all too. Okay. Shout out to. Okay, this is random, but Landry Crosby, Fettuccine. You know what, Tasha? When you gonna cook me some noodles, okay? And when you gonna bring them up to
Tasha? Ain't never cooked for me before, and I feel some type of way.
It was delicious.
Tasha be cooking.
We've had her cook before. It was
good.
Super good. Rasta pastas. First time I ever had rasta pastas. Was delicious.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down to cook. First of all, at least you can't be upset because I ain't never been around a kitchen with you.
That's true.
True. Why did I say it like I was there? I wasn't
No,
there.
because one of the hotel
else...
rooms that we were in at 5GRV, we had a kitchen in one of them hotel rooms.
You mean the slave bus?
We are trying to get the season 2. You talk about the slave.
Okay. So like, shout out to Jasmine Davis for the donation. I'm a duck. Literally forgot to write a message on the first one, but I love y'all to death, especially Jazzy Guns, bang bang, gang gang.
Yeah, don't say that backwards.
Right. We have.
Please don't say it backwards. Everybody make it sound like something else at the long one. Not this
Gang gang.
Oh, don't say that backwards. Oh,
don't say it backwards.
Or a fun time, depending on who you are. Lang. Shout out to China.
Or a fun time.
So proud of you, ladies. Started as bang bang gang ganger, and now I've been introduced to amazing women who are melanated, who love what they do. Shout out to you, China.
Yay!
China, I be seeing you in the chats, China. Shout out to you. Appreciate your love. Shout out also lang to Devoted 7 Gaming. Oh, he came back. No disrespect. LOL. I'm used to seeing toxic panels. I'm sorry, baby, that you've been seeing a lot of toxicity in the panels you've been watching. But now that you've seen these lovely ladies, you can find different panels to watch that are not toxic. And lang. Shout out to Ash Mamba 22.
So my mods.
Okay, so wait, what was it? Pirate, Crybaby Pirate. Shout out to y'all.
He got me this hat.
Oh, okay. Hold on. We're gonna pull it up. There you go. Oh, that is cute. That is cute. I wasn't trying to repeat. I was like literally just sounded like I just repeated everything.
Get out your head, Christine. You good. I'll let you know when you're not good.
Okay, thank you. No, it was one of those realizations of the amount of soju. That's what that was. Lang. Shout out to Tat How. You can't have your intro, which YouTube intro. Oh, if you can't have your intro, which YouTube intro would you have? Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna mine. Oh, really?
Yeah, it matches. What?
I was gonna say Shira and Roshi's last one, not this one.
I don't know if I can give mine up.
I would be like the last one. No, y'all don't use it anymore. So I mean, you could, but it was like the one where it's the animated, like
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's fire. It's a fire intro. So I would take that. But Jazz, go ahead.
She said you.
Jazz said yours.
Yours.
Alana.
Okay, pass it along, Alana.
Oh, so
I say Shira's and your boy Roshi's. Their stuff is always clean. Like their intros are clean, and then their graphics or pop-up graphics is so dope. Like every time you watch, they're so
Azima's a beast. Well, he didn't make the intro, but he does the pop-up graphics and all that stuff.
Tasha.
Girl, what you eating?
No, y'all should go to Trader Joe's.
Oh no, never mind.
Sesame honey almond.
Oh, it is nuts. I was right. Yay!
That look good.
They real good.
Yeah.
But
we can tell.
I love munching on them nuts. Listen, I've been behaving like all conversations. Okay. I had to get like one in somewhere.
I really like Berlizzi's new intro.
That lo-fi looking one? The lo-fi one? Okay, yeah.
It is very lo-fi, and I love lo-fi.
I love lo-fi too. Shira?
I actually don't have an intro, so I mean I wouldn't be getting rid of mine.
You just be adding
you gotta
one.
make one.
Adding one to yours. Yeah, you should just make one.
I would say Struck by Bells. I really like Struck by Bells.
They have a good one too.
Can I be honest with you all?
Mm-hmm.
I don't really consume that much YouTube content like that. I'm definitely a person who goes on Twitch and just watch streams.
You don't feel
I
bad.
don't feel bad. I do neither. So don't feel bad at all.
So I'm just like, but I mean,
Do I sound like I have time?
well, you know what, Shira, you right. I'm surprised you have time still today. I mean, it's almost
Hello.
1 o'clock.
The day is gone. The day is gone. The day is gone.
But I mean, if I had to choose, I like Berlizzi's new one because I saw it on Twitter and I was like, if I was to get more serious about YouTube, I would want something similar to that. There's also somebody on Twitch who streams. His name is JD. He is
Witherspoon?
Yeah, JD Witherspoon.
Mm-hmm.
I like his intros and I like his stingers and stuff like that. It's all animated.
His graphics, yeah.
His graphics they're all animated, they're all pixel. And I think that's really good as well. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to JD.
Mm-hmm.
Kason Derulo.
Kason Derulo.
Okay, I also do not have an intro, but I like Poise. I think he has a cute intro. I've always appreciated this. I thought it was cute, and I like
his is fire too. Like,
I like the song. It's like super chill. It's like nice green. Hers is cute, but I don't have an intro. But those are the two that come to mind.
Okay. Shout out to you, Tat How. Shout out lang to Charles Glossy Pretlow for becoming a member. Shout out to you. And then shout out to lang Coco Jazz. Yes. Coco says,
"Hey, Coco."
I'm not reading that. I'm not. I love you and I appreciate that donation, but somebody else gonna have to read that part.
Period. Period.
Go ahead, girl.
Much love to y'all, gorgeous Black queens. I've been watching y'all for years. My goodness, glad to see this collab, and I've been loving these topics. Y'all are motivating as fuck. Can we say the F word?
No, yes, you can. You can.
Okay. Yeah.
I like how y'all ask after y'all say it.
We do
that part. That part. It's like after it's already out there. They're like, oh wait, we can't wait no more. It's gone now. It's 11. Okay. Oh man, but thank you guys so much for the donations, for the continued love. Oh, okay. Hold on. We got a couple more. Shout out to y'all, man.
All right.
Shout out to Lang. Shout out to you know what? Heffa.
No.
You know what, Heffa? Okay. Love you for the donation.
She's the only one that will walk in.
No, you know what? Let me clear the air. Okay. Let me clear the air. All right. What had happened was I went to meet up with this other girl that I had lunch with at a boba place, and it's in a plaza, right?
Okay.
I was gonna shout out the name, but that wouldn't be smart because I go there and I don't want to see nobody popping in there. But yes, it's a nice place. It like has good food, great boba, delicious drinks, right? I go in as I park at the end of because it was a packed parking lot. I park at the end, and when I'm going in, a lady comes out of one of the businesses that I didn't see which business it was, and she's like, "Oh, she's a Black lady." She's like, "Oh, your daughter's so cute. I was watching her as you guys are walking from the car. She is so sweet. She's so adorable." She just wanted to say hey because she was sweeping. She's one of those bubbly people. I was like, "Thank you." Went in to eat, left, and when we're leaving and walking to the car, she came out because she was like sweeping. She just happened to be sweeping. And she was like, "Oh, I braid hair. I do hair." And I was like, "Oh, that's great," because I'm not a braider. So she gave me her card and she's like, "You could come to my house." And I was like, "But I don't really know you, so I don't want to come to your house." And I was like, "Can we go to where you work?" And it turned around and it turned out to be a Supercuts. Okay.
Oh no.
So I was like, "Okay, you know what? Can I come back here and you braid her hair here?" She said, "Yeah." So she braided her hair. It was super cute. This was last year. Okay. This was last year. It was super cute, super adorable. I couldn't find the lady's card. I couldn't remember who she was. And we needed to have my daughter's hair braided for an event, right? It was my mama's birthday. We wanted to get her hair done. I called the Supercuts and I was like, "Hey, there was a Black lady that braided my daughter's hair last year. I'd like to schedule an appointment." And the guy who had an accent, I think he was Australian or New Zealand, he was like, "Oh yeah, okay. When can you come in?" And I said, "Friday morning." He's like, "All right, Friday morning." And I was like, "Okay, great." When I walked in, whole other Black lady. It wasn't even the same Black lady I had seen last year. I didn't even remember the other girl's name or what have you. So it was a whole different black lady. And that black lady, she said, she's like, I don't really braid. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I was like, she was like, well, what do you want to have done? And I was like, I just want 2 braids down the like down the back, you know, kind of like French braidish type of braids or whatever. She's like, oh, okay, I can do that. So she's braiding her hair. She's loving my daughter because my daughter has like a huge personality. She loves to talk. She loves to.
She's so
she
sweet.
loves to talk. She is sweet, but she is a lot. She loves to talk, bro. I love to talk to strangers. Sometimes I'm like, talk a little less, baby. Talk a little less. But like, so she's having fun. She's loving her. She's having fun with her. And then midway through, she's like, yeah, I'm not going to charge you for these. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like,
oh no.
I was like, oh, you're not? She's like, no, I'm not going to charge you for these. And I said, okay. And then I left and came home. And then I called Sadie's, and Sadie's yelled at me. And I sent her a picture. She's like, the part is not even. The part isn't even.
Her hair looked like.
But then why didn't she just say she couldn't do it? Why continue on and waste my time? That's what would have upset me. Like, if you see it come out right, say something.
You know how your braids look when they've been in for like 3 weeks? Mm-hmm. That's how.
Y'all ever watch The Color Purple?
Don't you dare! Don't you dare!
No, not my baby. Not my baby. Don't do that to my baby.
I didn't say. Listen, the braids looked like they were from The Color Purple. I didn't say your baby did.
Do that to my baby.
The braids look like they were from The Color Purple.
It's just 2 things making me cry laughing right now. Okay, it's one. Okay, the first thing that made me laugh was the fact that you got on that phone and you said the description of the person was a black lady there, and the fact that they were like, okay, so that shows you that we don't go in that store, because if they go off of a black lady and was like, all right, that means that there's not enough of us in there. So 1, 2. Then she said, I'm not gonna charge you, which means that this is messed up beyond compare, and I will not even charge you.
But what made you think I was gonna pay?
Yeah, I messed the child's head up. Like you don't even have to look at it. Like, that's just basically what they're telling you. So,
Christine, did you not see it happening? Like as it was happening, like you're not looking at it like this ain't coming out right. Like this don't look
I was
right.
sitting at the side, so from the profile, it didn't look bad from the profile. It's when you see the back that you can see it.
Because I'm just all kinds of confused.
No, from the profile, it didn't look bad.
To the end.
When you look at the back, because that's why when she said, "Oh, I'm not going to charge you," I was like, "Oh, really?" She's like, "No," just because she could see the back. I couldn't see the back.
Poor baby.
That should tell you something. Like, you got to see a portfolio.
Oh my god!
Listen, I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson. I'm gonna go to somebody else that can braid hair, but somebody who's going to be tender, because some people, they braid hair and they trying to take your soul from your scalp, and I don't like that. Not for a 4-year-old. I feel like that's a good one.
I'm tender-headed, so I don't play that.
I can't imagine what her face looked like when she was like, I'm not even gonna charge you.
At least she was kind enough.
She had also said, she's like, I don't even braid my baby's hair. That's what she had said.
When did she say this? Before or after?
No, she said this after she said she wasn't going to charge me.
I would have been upset.
She couldn't have waste my time. That she doesn't even braid.
I would have been mad.
She did say she didn't braid. She said she doesn't braid.
Right. But when I told her, she'd asked, like, what's this? Because I was like, oh, okay. And she's like, well, what's the style? And I was like, I just need 2 braids on the back. And she's like, oh, okay. So I thought that meant like, okay, she thought that I was going to like ask for some swoop braids or box braids, and she couldn't do that. But this one she could do. But apparently she couldn't even do this one.
Oh, man.
But Lang, shout out to Gemmy Arc. Shout out to you for becoming a member. Lang. Shout out to you. Shout out to Rome. What is your go-to snack drink during stream?
Tequila
it depends.
And water.
Wait, did everybody see? Did we just see the secret, the box, Jazz's box, or was that live on stream? Go ahead, Jazz. Show the box. Show the box.
Put it on stream.
Show the box.
All right.
Yeah, she got the snacks.
We got. Hold up. Purchase. All right. So we got
None but
Trolleys, is what you always
candy.
see me eat. Then I didn't eat it yet.
I love
but
Trolleys.
It's a big jawbreaker right here.
Oh my god!
I love rock.
How you gonna put that in your mouth?
That's that singular.
You're just supposed to lick it.
That's
one.
That's one.
Jesse's
You
like, I got
don't
all
put it-
of
you don't
that.
put the whole thing in your mouth. You gotta lick it. You gotta lick it. till you
Yeah.
get
Yeah, they know where
Okay,
that's
All right.
Then I got
All
rock
right.
candy.
Lick the ball.
I got little popcorn bags. I got some chocolate. I got a big giant gummy worm that me and
Yeah, don't pull that out.
Don't pull that one out.
Don't show that one.
You're trying
That's
it.
Please.
You wanna eat it like a lady in a
when
tramp?
y'all come over, we gonna eat it.
You want
Okay.
Lady in a Tramp?
Wait. Hold on. Wait. I have to read this one. It's a pressing donation. Lang, shout out to your boy Roshi. Roshi
Oh,
says,
my
"Share, can we
goodness.
Uber Eats dessert? I bet."
Yeah, you can just get something light. Like I'm literally trying to tell them, like I'm like keeping me awake is like part of that is eating healthy. So
He's like, "Can I just
so I'm not giving out this information on stream. This is
Now
something
the
else.
tea has been spilt. The tea is spilling. A
No,
little
we
treat
don't
ain't
order
nothing
dessert
wrong.
often.
A little treat ain't wrong.
No, that was cute
I
because
don't
that's
usually eat.
partnership. That's partnership right
Yeah,
there.
you can share it.
Taco Bell, if anything, is like our all-time high cheat meal.
I love Taco Bell.
I haven't had it in a long time. Last time I had it, I got disappointed.
now.
I was so
Every
pissed.
time I have
Yeah, I don't
Taco
like
Bell,
Taco
I
Bell.
have explosive diarrhea.
It's because your immune system. Like, see, I've been eating it since I was like really little. So like, I have my immune system is just like it's a part of it. Like, it's just like a part of it.
It's ingrained in her DNA. That's
Explosive
hilarious.
diarrhea.
For me, I don't have one thing that I go to. I have, like, for me, so that way Jazz isn't just the one under the bus. I have 2 boxes of these. This one's almost done. I have these, okay, that I go through. I finished them. I had vegan chocolate chip cookies. I have brownie brittle. I have regular, and I have Heath, but I don't eat all of them at one time, which I'm sure Jazz doesn't do either. Like, you just like take some. Yeah, I do have a bunch of snacks that I whip up. My go-to drink is water.
Weird eating on. I feel weird when I eat on stream. I don't eat on stream.
I don't.
often.
I take that, like, so the way our camera is like
eating on a stream.
I take my bites off camera, so like it's like, and then
I can't even do that.
I stay. So I've been a part of, like, not to break NDAs, but I've been a part of I'll say company calls with different companies, right? And it would be a program, and they were like, well, what are some rules we want to state? And I said, can we normalize eating during these things? Because if I'm hungry, I want to be able to eat while we having this conversation. And so they were saying that's the first that they've ever heard, but yes, they that was okay. Oh, bye, Jazz.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Jazz says she gotta go.
Yeah.
Oh, bye, Jazz.
Yep. So I'll see y'all whenever we're doing this again.
I won't be far behind you.
Yeah, we'll be ending soon. We got a couple more donations, and we'll shout them out. Lang. Shout out to Anime Fan 123 for the donation. Love a Black woman from infinity to infinity. Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet. What is the hardest video game you have ever played? Ooh, is it Geometry Dash? Geometry Dash? Is that what it's called? Geodash?
He says hard.
You said Dead Space?
I hated it. I hated every moment of it.
I'd be terrified. I haven't tried it yet.
I get scared real fast. So it's like you're shooting and it's like you're trying, like you hear the noises in your headphones. It was just too much concentration. And it's it's just coming at you and you're flinching and you're trying to press the buttons. It was just too much.
Elden Ring is another one. Elden Ring was
that is
hard.
I've never played. The hardest game I guess I've ever played was The Last of Us. Because I have no patience, and you have to be really patient in that game.
Stealth. There's a lot of stealth.
You have to be really stealthy and crafting, and so I was just like, you know what, this game ain't for me. I'd rather watch people play. So yeah.
Kason, what about you?
Batman for the NES is the only game I've never beat in my life. And it's not because I didn't try. We could not beat it. And then we finally watched it on YouTube. And the part that I died at every time, the next part was the main boss fight, and we would have beat the game. But but Nintendo games, you just start all over, right? There's no continues. There was just once you die, that is it. And we just died at that one part. But it's the only game I couldn't beat. I beat the Lion King. Couldn't beat Batman.
I heard that game was hella hard. Lion King? I heard that game was hella hard.
Lion King was hard. It was probably the hardest one in the group, but it's beatable.
Tasha, what about you?
Oh, I don't finish video games, so
it's not about finishing.
No, the hardest one.
Because I have a long list of games I haven't finished. When I looked at my Steam library, I was like, "Goodness, why do people follow me on YouTube? Because I don't finish a daggone game." But yeah,
I guess outside of that Lion King game when I was younger, I'm not gonna lie, Kingdom Hearts 1 was pretty goddamn hard.
The Tarzan level? Was it the Tarzan level?
It was between Tarzan, the fucking whale, and Alice in Wonderland. When you're stuck between those three worlds, I was like, what's going on? And then I was like, I could fight Sephiroth, and that nigga beat my ass so many times. Oh my God.
Don't mess
that game was so hard.
And then Final Fantasy's Showroom.
My goofy ass. There's an ending part where you got like, you're supposed to mash like 2 buttons to deflect all the little bullets coming at you. And I didn't realize you were supposed to mash 2 buttons. So I made the game harder for myself because I was mashing 1 button because you're controlling Riku and Sora at the same time, deflecting the things. And I was only deflecting with Sora. So I made the game harder for me, and I did that part like 8,000 times. That was the hardest game I ever played.
There was so much passion in that memory. I want to give you a hug.
Also, Sekiro. I don't like Souls games.
Souls games are another level. I would say, you know what? Bloodborne to me is harder than Elden Ring. Because Bloodborne was my first experience with a Souls game. And when I saw what you had to do to partner with somebody, like when me and my friend were like, oh, let's just play together because it's co-op. And when we were looking at what you have to do, where you have to like slice your firstborn child and lay the blood on the ground and then ring a bell. And that is how you bring people. I was like, nah, bro, give your social security number.
I'm a lot of space. I'm so confused.
What the heck? That just turned so dark. Cutting kids open, ringing darn bells, Lord.
Oh my goodness. Shira, what was the hardest game you've ever had to play?
Well, I don't play a lot of games. I'm more like the support item next to Roshi. When he games.
She just be cheering
I would no, not cheering because they call their games Divorce Simulator. Okay.
Oh no.
The co-op ones. The co-op ones they call Divorce Simulator.
Yo,
somebody already answered for me. I would say Donkey Kong Tropical Thunder was more difficult than it needed to be. But as a kid, I'd say Mario 64. Certain levels were absolutely ridiculous, like what they wanted you to do as a child. But as of recent, yes, Donkey Kong Tropical Thunder was absolutely terrible. Like you literally had to die in some levels to figure out what the F like you had to do.
There was a clip that I seen.
Oh, what was it called? Roshi?
Dying.
What was the version of Donkey Kong that it was? Because he said it wasn't Tropical Thunder. I don't be knowing.
Roshi was going through it. Roshi was going through it, and he was dying because of some glitch in the Hogwarts game.
Oh, Tropic Freeze. Sorry, I said Tropical Thunders. It was Donkey Kong Tropic Freeze.
He was dying because of some glitch in the Hogwarts game. And Shira was just there like, what? You died? And then he was like, what? And then she's like, thanks for the donation. He was sitting there so stressed out, and she was just like, thanks for the donation.
I'm usually either his cheerleader or like the what are you doing? But like scary games, like I make him go through it because I'd be like freaking out next to him, and it just make it so much worse. And in the chat, be like, Shira makes this so much scarier than it actually is. So he be going through it with me.
That's funny.
And those scary games, especially.
That's
Like
funny.
I think the scariest game we ever played was probably Madison.
That's the one with the
I never tried
camera.
Yeah, it was cute.
I never tried Madison.
Kason, you're a sick person. You know that?
No, whenever she says cute, it's not cute. It's never cute.
The game
it's
is not fucking cute, Kason.
No, that game we went through it.
Cute.
Like, especially in the chapel. We went through that one. Like, we went through it.
Wasn't it glitching for a lot of people?
Ours didn't glitch.
No.
Or was it that? Because I remember some people would quit the game because they were like, either it was harder than it needed to be, or it just was glitching. I can't remember what the situation was. Like,
I don't remember any beefs. It was again. I got to quit calling them cute. Y'all don't like that. It was cute, you know.
Whatever you say is cute, it is indeed not cute. Okay,
no, exact opposite of cute.
The antithesis. Okay. All right. Shout out to. Wait, where were we? Hold on, let me scroll up. Layla, shout out to Via. Love y'all and bang bang gang gang. Shout out to you. Lang lang lang. Bang 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 gang gang gang.
Gang gang gang. Bang bang bang.
I was like, I feel like I'm just wandering out.
Too easily crossed.
Layla, shout out to Courtney Walker for the donation.
Woo!
Appreciate you.
Good stuff.
Much love. Yes, with the big dono. Appreciate you. Or as I learned recently, donuts. Y'all call it donuts on Twitch. I appreciate you for that. Lang. Shout out to Brittany Jackson. Brittany Jackson says, thank you all for being amazing. Jazzy, you've been my fave forever. She'll watch this back and we'll tell her. From you, I'm now able to watch a sea of wonderful women who look like me. That's awesome.
Yes,
that is awesome. You know, yeah. Oh, the hearts. Yeah. Tasha, do your heart again.
People do hearts now. People do hearts now like this or something.
What? Like this?
I do like this, but that's cute.
It's like what rapper you said. Wait, some people do it with their middle finger. How do they do that? There's like the middle finger hearts.
What?
Yeah, like the gang
sign
heart.
Like somebody gang sign up.
All right.
I'm like that.
I'm sitting there down, you about to get me shot. I'm out of the window, like,
Right? You know what? The Cup, she looked like she wearing a little green. I don't know if she should be, but we'll see. Okay.
I'm not in Los Santos. I'm fine.
Okay, let me tell you something about Cup. All right. When we was in Miami, okay, she lives and breathes GTA. All right. How many times did we pass an area? She's like, "Oh, I know what happened. This is the part when this person."
Every time we were in Miami, she was like, "This is in Venice City." Every time.
I knew because I was in Vice City. Y'all couldn't leave me.
Vice City,
I was like, Diaz lived right here. This is where Lance played me. I knew where I was.
Yeah, she'd be like, "Oh,
he taught me everything."
Well, we were on the yacht and we were on the water. We passed this one house. She's like, "Oh, Christine, that's the house when this person came and did this, and that person you had to do this in the game." I was like, "Cup, I don't know this part of the game. I didn't play this one." We were like, "Okay, that's what we forfeited." Okay, Miami is GTA. We just gave it to her. Oh my goodness. Oh wait, I want to know. I'm scared of Cup. Why? What happened? What happened? Cup be fighting? We know Cup be fighting.
Funny. We know Cup be fighting.
Not her saying Outlast is super cute. That means it's super not cute. Okay,
it's not cute at all.
It is. Outlast is just as bad as Madison.
I love Outlast. I'm mad that I've beaten it so many times because
you played it multiple times.
You played it more than once.
I can beat the first Outlast.
What was you gonna say? You crazy? You think what words are you gonna say? Because that was wild.
She's a crazy short individual. This is why I said this the other day on stream is that short people are the strongest people out there. They can't be bullied. They can't.
Just imagine not being able to see on top of the damn refrigerator. I would perish.
I can't.
Average.
Wait, hold on. You can see on top of the refrigerator?
No, I said I can't.
No, I know, but at least you can. You can see above it? Like when you...
Well, she said she's Tasha's height, so yeah, I would think so.
Standing on anything?
Wait, y'all can't see on top of the refrigerator?
No, they can't see on top of the refrigerator.
No. With a step stool.
Yeah, with a step stool. I can't even reach some parts of my closet organizer.
I don't need a step stool for anything. I can reach on top of the refrigerator. I can reach on the high shelf.
Today I was cooking and I had to step on the bottom cabinet inside so I could reach.
Yeah, I do that sometimes too, but I feel like one day it's gonna break, so I try not to do that.
I have that fear, but I was like, I gotta get to this thing right now.
Yeah, we're all fun size. I know Lana's short. I'm short. Christine is short. Cup is short.
She's not as short as I thought she was.
She's not as short as us, but she's short.
Right. Alana, how short are you?
I'm the same height as Cup. We're 5'3". We're not that
5'3".
I think Cher is the smallest one here.
I think.
Well, how tall are you, Cher? Okay,
5'1".
All right. She's like 4'11".
I think I'm not 4'11". I was 4'11" in middle school.
Cher's shoe
okay,
was the size of my hand.
Okay. I'm 4'11".
As I said, I know I'm taller than Christine.
That's why I'm like, Cher's short, but she ain't like abysmally
I'm 5'1".
Yeah,
I'm short. I'm pretty short.
Yes, Christine, you are abysmally short. Yes, I've never seen you, but when I see you, I know I'm gonna be like, damn.
I felt tall.
You're gonna go to DreamCon. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Uncle Jazz, we did not see each other eye to eye. If you're 4'11", I'm taller than you.
That's the thing. That's what a lot of people like. Tasha.
I know Roshi's not sitting in the chat talking about he's 6'2". Roshi, you
I
Listen,
he's taller than me.
That's funny.
You know what, Shira? I appreciate you for that. Like, because short women, they be wanting the tallest of men.
No, what am I do with that? You can only use me for one thing. I'm like eye level there. Like, no. I've dated like a really tall guy, and I don't know, nothing against short women that like really tall guys, but for me, it's like it's kind of awkward, like just a little bit.
It's not all awkward. So my husband, he's 6 foot. Okay.
Oh, Christine.
And he's 6 foot, and it just feels like a bear. It's just gotcha.
Is okay.
Nice.
I don't care. It doesn't matter.
I want a chance to win in a fight, I want a chance.
She can take you.
Listen, that's why you have to like.
You better be careful, Roshi. She gonna beat your ass.
You have to go for the gut. Okay?
I can defend myself. I don't know. I mean, he's stronger than me. Like he will beat me in a fist fight. But like, I'm gonna get some licks.
If you kick him in the knee, kick him in the knee and then run. That's all you gotta do. Just
you get him in the gut, okay, or in the nats if that's available, and then you got your out.
But no. In all serious, I am not abusive. Anyway, but no, that was a joke. But no, in all seriousness, for me, it's just like awkward, like with hugs and stuff. Like I dated like a really like tall guy before, and it's just awkward.
Because that's what my husband says about me. He be saying that,
it's like I'm fun size, so like I need like a semi fun size man. Like, I need him to just be bigger than me. That's what
I like the bareness. I like him
a little bit bigger than me.
You could get somebody 5'5" and they'll still be a bear compared to
No,
you.
he's not 5'5". No. That's still, that's
because my husband's 6 foot even, and I like that he can just when he hugs me, it's just like I'm wrapped.
But see, I don't feel like 6 foot is over tall. Like I think 6 foot even is as tall as I would go is 6 foot even. I think anything over 6, because my dad is 6 foot even, and that's like as tall as I would go. I don't think I would do anything like above that. Like if it
Right,
happened,
right.
it happened, but that would not be like a criteria. Like,
If
oh,
you're
you gotta
4'11"
be
Right.
and your partner is 6'5", I question a lot of things
There-
because it's
look,
like
6'5" is
Yeah.
big. Like that's
6'5" is huge.
that's a big
I
dude
only
or
think it's
female.
weird when it's like a requirement for your partner. Like when a girl's
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
that's
when
weird.
a girl's a 5'2" and she's like, I can't date nothing shorter than 6'8". I'm like,
Oh wow.
Girl,
what are you
6'8"?
talking
you.
about?
What are you gonna
Ice
do with all
scrapers?
that?
Like,
What
hello?
are you talking about?
Like, what is happening?
like if you 5'2", you date somebody 5'10", you're good. Like, hello.
Yeah, mine is 5'9". Like I'm good. It's
Not
not an
Christine likes
issue at
climbing
all.
trees.
That's Tasha. Not trees. And then Quincy said Christine climbed nothing but a. Okay, hold on. Now let me take that one down. Let me screen it. Let me take that one down. Okay. Shout out like shout out to Anime Crazy Love. Good night, Queens. Thank you for this amazing stream.
Thank you.
I mean, it was amazing. Like we didn't get to the games, but I'm
We
okay with
It was
that.
so fun.
Yeah.
It was fun
yeah.
to
We
talk.
do the game next
It was
time.
fun. Mm-hmm.
It was
So-
it was fun to just hang out, you know.
I've changed my life now. I have a
What's the next
strict
holiday?
cut off the computer at 1:00, so we're just on time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
what's the next holiday?
Up in the
Next
morning.
holiday
I
is
could
like
go watch
Mother's
some
Day.
toxic television.
Mother's Day, yes.
Y'all want to do
Mother's
a
Day.
Mother's Day competition? I've been really thinking about that. Like we get all
Yes,
the gamer
when
moms
is-
together.
Yes.
Oh, you know,
I have
ask
to-
that question.
I
Yes.
have to
May,
mix up
baby,
shake.
May.
Oh, it is in May.
Yeah.
Okay.
It
But
is
I
May.
meant like what exact like
I don't know.
Oh,
I'm a
May
mother,
yeah.
I'm a mother
Sunday.
of that teddy bear. Can I
it's
join?
May
No,
14th.
Tasha, get out.
Oh,
I'm
May
just playing,
14th.
Tasha. I'm
May
just
14th.
playing. I'm just
Yeah.
playing. Tasha, I
Aw.
apologize.
Aw,
I mean, as long as
Tasha.
it's not on Mother's
Mother's
Day,
Day. Yeah.
or
yeah,
like
yeah.
Oh,
the
no,
day
no, yeah.
before.
Of course.
And we
That's
should be
That'd
Yeah.
be fun. A little Mother's
Yeah,
Day
so
marathon.
Leash, let me know. Okay.
I got you. I got you.
All right.
I gave Christine an idea, so you already know
Right,
she
you did.
excited.
Hello, yes. So I just let me know if you gonna do it or if we doing it together.
We'll do
This
it
is gonna.
together.
It's not like if it's gonna happen. It's going to happen. It's just like how it's.
I
How
got
it's
you.
gonna happen.
I got you.
So are we gonna do the
don't
thing we
tell
were
me.
supposed to do tonight that night? that
No,
day?
you know, like we could do it. Like
We
Pico
could.
Park is a good one. Like the well,
Didn't we
that's
do
you
that
want
last
competition.
year?
Competition, yeah, and it changed. A lot of mothers became their children when Pico Park comes out. Okay,
Ooh,
like that.
but like
game.
The
That
shade.
game
I don't
was
think I've
was
heard of
frustrating.
that one.
That
That
game
was
is
a little shady.
frustrating.
Pico
some-
Park is it's
It's
so
I don't know
much
what that is.
fun.
frustrating.
I love the chaos that happens when Pico Park is.
You just
You'll
gotta
see
take
the
deep
most
breaths.
civilized, like postured people just be like, "What are you doing? What are you doing? Just listen. No, I'll stagger. I'll go to this way." Like
That's a lot.
it's funny, but a competition you could do anything. Leash. Let us know.
I got you.
Let us know.
I'll put out some games out there. I'll suggest some stuff.
In the ether.
And by the time May comes around, there'll be a whole bunch of other games. So it's like, yeah, well, we should be good.
But yeah.
Alright,
So
and
before
real
we
ladies.
end, okay, because this is the good night moment. Because I am going to lang. Shout out to Ash Mamba for the donation, saying have a good night, ladies. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Appreciate everybody that came out tonight. And that stayed with us, that it asked questions, was a part of the conversation. We have our audiences all melding together, which is beautiful. I'm elated to the nth degree right now, as you can tell. And then on top of that, the fact that we have our creator friends in the chat. Creator friends, I see you, I love you, and I thank you. Before we close out, is there one thing that I like this question. Okay. One thing you could tell your younger self. One thing.
I'm gonna cry. I don't want to do this one.
Oh yes, let's do it. Tears before we leave. Let's do it. Okay. One thing you could tell your younger self. Listen, just be happy I'm still speaking English, all right? And it's American English, okay? Okay. Because it's
American English.
the whole soju gun, okay? All right. So I'm still in English. That's a problem over for Christine. Okay, let's just put that out there. That aside, what is one thing you wish you could tell your younger self? Okay. And we'll say that and we'll close out the stream.
Who we starting with?
Alana. We'll start with Alana.
Dang it, I was trying to throw Tasha first.
Tasha. Okay, I could go first. I'll go first. My thing, it's actually a manifestation that I saw the other day. Shout out to the AJ Zone. I follow her on Instagram. And the manifestation, like she went on to like her journey with when she was praying and things like that and what came to her at that moment. But the statement was, you were made on purpose. You were made with a purpose. You are made for a purpose. And that is something I would tell my younger self to keep, especially it's become my manifestation for the past few days, because like we spoke earlier, this journey, like you'd be like, you see this person, they're doing great things. You don't know what they're struggling with. You don't know like their ups and their downs. You don't know where their channel was and where their channel is, you know, and we see a lot of that stuff because we got to deal with it every day. So there are moments in your journey where you may feel doubt, you may feel self-doubt, you may feel like, am I no longer good enough? Was I ever good enough? Imposter syndrome is a big thing. Anytime anything big happens, imposter syndrome is like, hello, you forgot about me. So that is one thing I would tell my younger self to be as a mantra to say every day. You were made on purpose. You are, because side note, I will say this, because we joke about how I have ideas all the time. But there was a moment where I was like, okay, I do have a lot of ideas and I do want to do a lot of things. But I'm like, you know, I either have situations where it's either difficult to do certain things or I plan to do things and things fall apart, you know, or I have so many ideas. I'm like, God, you made me this way. Why do I have all these ideas if I can't do all of them, you know, or why do I constantly get inspired constantly by a lot of things? I'm like, am I crazy? You know, was this a mistake? So seeing it came perfect in timing. But yeah, you were made on purpose. You were made with purpose. You were made for a purpose. So that's my thing. Alana, go ahead.
I would just say confidence. I feel like growing up and I grew up in Japan. So I grew up in Okinawa. My dad
Why are we hearing this now at the end?
Sorry. So, and since he was military, it's like a whole bunch of other people. So it's like you're trying to figure out who you are, but it's like you have all these other type of cultures and stuff. And it's like you try to figure out what your place is amongst everybody. And then I moved back stateside. And when I moved back stateside, that was like culture shock to me. It was a big culture shock. So it was kind of hard for me to kind of like assimilate back into the States. So I think just being confident in who I was, because I'm from, you know, say Japan, we anime geeks, we are at Sega World, we had Dragon Palace, you know what I'm saying? We have all these kind of like nerdy things that we had. And then coming here is like, oh, where are you from? I was like, Japan. Opposite. Oh, so y'all eat a lot of Chinese food there. And it's like,
oh,
yeah.
Ignorant Americans.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah.
What? So you can speak Chinese. It's like,
no.
I didn't go out. That's China, but okay. So I was like just trying to find a spot. So when I came back, I just hung out with my cousins and stuff because, of course, they're going to accept you for who you are. They're family. So it's just confidence. Just have confidence in myself. Don't doubt myself as much. I have a problem with doubting, like second guessing my decisions a bit. And I wish I was able to work through that while I was younger, because it kind of rolls over to when you're an adult. It's like a bad habit that if you're not aware of it, it kind of keeps happening. It's like, hold on, no, fuck that. No, I need to I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna fucking do it. Like that's how I have to like catch myself in those moments. So that's just mine.
That's great. I want to ask I will ask this question as a parent, because that's my thing for me. As a parent, I don't want her to have that habit of self-doubt. I want her to be confident AF as she's walking through this world in that mindset. Yeah. Shira?
I don't know. I think I would tell my younger self to try to enjoy childhood a little more, Because I think it's like kind of maybe different coming from yourself than like your parents trying to tell you like, you know, don't grow up too fast. And you're like, oh wait, I can't wait to be an adult. Adulting is cool. So like, I don't know. I think plus it's like it was two different eras. Like we didn't have all that technology back then that we have now. So it's just like very different. Like so it's kind of hard. But I think like the main thing like I would tell myself as a kid is like just try to appreciate the now a little bit more. Like even like now I have to like remind myself of that. Like I'm always like thinking of like, oh, what I got to do tomorrow and the next day after that and what I got 6 weeks down the line, because my life, I try to keep it as organized as possible. And if things go wrong, it's okay. I'm a very flexible person. You know, I can adjust. I'm adaptable. But like I think like younger, it was just always like kind of just like getting through the day to the next day instead of like really like enjoying the day. Not that I didn't have like, you know, a lot of days that I enjoyed in childhood, because my culture shock was a little bit different than Alana's. I grew up in Atlanta and then moved to Florida, so it was like a swap of a demographic. And my mom told me things were going to be different, but you know, I didn't like completely grasp what she meant by different. But I was happy for the move because, you know, I wouldn't have met certain people that I was going to meet and all of that. So, you know, I would just, you know, tell myself that like, oh, and it's okay to start things and not finish things. Like, don't feel like, you know, like you're a failure. Like if, you know, you're trying to, if you start something and you see it's not really working for you, it's okay to like try something else. Like you don't have to feel so like obligated to one thing. Like if you feel like, okay, this one thing is not really working out, or you know, changed your mind about it, like it's okay to change your mind, like stuff like that. And I kind of see my younger self as like my kids. Like, you know, I try to, they're so young. So, you know, obviously I can talk to them like so much, but, you know, I try to like raise them in the way that I would have wanted, you know, certain information to be passed to me when I was a kid. But, you know, that's what I would tell my younger self.
Oh, Leash.
Don't mess with boys that don't have curtains and don't have bed frames.
Leash, don't do this.
I had to, Cup, because you're here. You're here, Cup. So I had to say it. And you know what? Cup was right. And that's something I would definitely tell my younger self. Don't mess with boys who don't have curtains and don't have bed frames and whose mattress is on the floor.
I say that's very actual, like, good information.
That's great advice, ladies. Listen, she's dropping knowledge and gems.
But no, in all seriousness,
it's not bad advice though.
Oh my god,
it is good advice. It is.
Like Chris Rock was wild on his like latest stand-up. He said, like, if you guys didn't watch it, like one of the things he said was, if you have to pay for your own abortion, maybe you should get an abortion on that one.
Exactly. That's a wonderful advice. But no, in all seriousness,
Tasha's face.
I know, Tasha's cracking me up. My cheeks hurt.
Wait, okay, all right. I'm gonna be serious for once.
But why? Because it's a cheap thing, or like because it's a cheap, or like, are you trying to say that conveys like irresponsibility or laziness or being cheap? Or
no, it wasn't necessarily that. You know, it was more like I used to want it to be loved so bad when I was young. You know what I'm saying? Like growing up, like I told y'all, I grew up tall, I grew up chunky. So when I kind of got into my own, and when I, you know, started to fill out in all the right ways or whatever the fuck that's supposed to mean. You said we can't.
Yeah, you can curse. And again, you asked after, but it's okay.
But whatever all that's supposed to mean or whatever, when I became attractive, you know, I used to just I used to cater to men so bad. I used to be a pick-me. I ain't even gonna lie. We all go through our phases. I feel like we all go through a pick-me phase at one point or another. Or if you didn't do that, you went through a hotep phase on one phase or another. Like, or you went through some phase that you look back on and you're like, why the hell did I even think that? That's so stupid.
Yeah.
So that's one thing I would say. Like, please love yourself first. Like these little boys that you are head over heels about. It's even in your early 20s and stuff like that. Like they ain't gonna matter at all. Shoot, by the time you hit your 30s, you're done with everybody, you know, aside from the person that you're with. Because listen,
there's facts there. There are facts there.
So that's definitely one thing I would tell young Leash. Like, focus on yourself. Stop focusing on all these people that don't matter. And then I will say that I have to tell myself, like, you know, everything always works out in your favor. No matter how bad things look, no matter how good things look, no matter who was saying what. You know, my parents, even though they weren't really strict, they were very critical. And they're New Yorkers, so they just say whatever the first thing that comes to their mind, they're just gonna say it to you, no matter if it hurts or not. And I think that's how I kind of developed a tougher skin, because it's like, you can say whatever you want to me. Have you seen my parents? Have you seen my brother? Like, there's really nothing that anybody can say to really get under my skin unless I care about you like that. But at the end of the day, like, some of that did kind of hurt me in a way that I was so critical of where I was supposed to be in life. Like I really had like almost a breakdown when I was 29. Because in my mind, my parents were always telling me, when you're 30, that's it. When you're 30, when you hit 30, that's it. You're done. Like you're off the market. You might as well die. Like the fuck?
God. Why are we dying at 30? 30 is still so young.
That's literally what my parents would instill in me. Like, when you can't do this when you're 30. You better get it together now. And like, nobody really tells you, like, when in your 20s, you're supposed to make mistakes. You can't make the same mistakes that you made in your 20s and your 30s. Your 30s is where you learn, yes, but nobody tells you, nobody can sit up there and tell you how to be an adult. Nobody can sit up there and tell you the right and wrong ways to go about being an adult. You're 20, you're literally you're leaving teenage years to be a young adult, and you don't know what you're doing. Like, you could take advice, but who really sat up here and took every piece of advice that they were given? Who had to learn? I know I had to learn the hard way in a lot of situations, and that can either make you or break you. But at the end of the day, I would just tell myself, Leash, everything happens for a reason. What's meant for you is what's meant for you. And everything always works out in my favor. Everything I've ever wanted has always come to fruition, because at the end of the day, I am ambitious. And, you know, I can take myself seriously when it's time to. And I deserve to be in certain spaces because I do the hard work, you know? I deserve, why not me? And I've said this before, like, whenever I get that imposter syndrome, I also tell I'll be like, no, why not me? Why can't I have this? Why can't I be a content creator? Like, cause I felt a lot of guilt when I became a content creator. Cause I'm like, in my mind, it didn't register as a job. It's like, why I'm lucky. Like, I could pay my bills and do shit that I love. But then it's like, you shouldn't be able to do this. But I'm like, why not? You know, I worked hard for it. Shoot. So yeah, that's one thing I would definitely tell myself. Like, it's okay, at least you're okay. No matter what nobody says about you, you all right. You got it. You gotta live and you learn.
You're more than all right. Okay.
Yeah.
Cut.
Oh, my bad, y'all. These meds
Again, you being surprised is wild.
I'm just like, I'm here. Do the right thing because it's the right thing to do, which sounds dumb, but I've always, younger me used to try to cheat the system, outsmart the system. And don't get me wrong, I would win. When the winning was good, it was good. But I don't know, you can only catch so many L's. Does that make sense? So I feel like I do the right thing. Even when I don't want to do the thing, it's the right thing to do. Because I feel like the worst thing you can do is, for me, I don't like the feeling of, you know, when you didn't do something right and you just waiting for that other shoe to catch you slipping.
Oh,
I don't like that feeling. I don't. So I do what I'm supposed to do. That way I don't feel like that. So no matter what happens, it's like, well, I did the right thing. I did all I could do. I did what I was supposed to do. So I live a very guilt-free life, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not waiting to get caught slipping. And younger me was always doing something stupid. But Leash, again, we live similar lives. But older me, if I've learned nothing at all, do the right thing because it's the right thing to do. Because now you're not looking over your shoulder. You're not sitting back like, did I do this? It's like, you did. You did everything you could. So there's no need to double back or do. You just live. I get to live my best. That's fine. It's very simple. I swear, if you just do it, life just gets easier. Just do the right thing, even when you don't want to. Just do it.
Tasha?
I like that. I probably tell my younger self, you have ADHD and you're not stupid or slow. Because growing up, I always felt like I was.
No,
Tasha.
I want to give you a hug.
I know, Tasha.
You're
I love
amazing,
you.
girl.
I love you.
But growing up, I always felt stupid or slow. And you know how like we are, like we pick on each other a lot. Especially like when you're around Black people and stuff like that, like poking fun at each other is like kind of a part of like being Black. And for a very, very long time, I have very bad like memory, like
baby.
It's okay, girl. Take your time.
Everything I struggled in school. And it was because I used to think like there was something wrong, like I was not smart enough or something like that. But when I got older, like maybe like about a year and some change ago, like I actually went and got diagnosed. And I went to see a specialist about like ADHD. And I learned about like how many ways like it affects you. And it's affected me a lot in my life. A lot. And I wish I knew that when I was younger. Because I feel like there have been less times where I felt like I wanted to give up.
Oh, baby.
Yeah. That's what I would have told my younger self. That
Sending you lots of love.
Yes.
And stop hoping that somebody loves you, because you'll find people that love you throughout life. Even if you feel like the people currently around you don't, you still do have people that love you. So yeah. Why am I the only one that cried? I hate it.
I want to kiss your face, Tasha.
Yeah, I just want to give you a hug, girl.
Yeah, I love you.
Oh, my Tasha,
I appreciate you guys, and like being here with you guys, with you girls, like means a lot. Like more than you probably ever know, because I didn't
right
have
next door.
this. I didn't have this like love from women like I do now in this space. So it means a lot to me that you guys are a part of my life. And no matter what, you guys are not people that I ever take for granted.
I love you, Tasha.
God damn you, Tasha.
Aw,
I wasn't gonna
about to get
cry.
me.
And here you go.
I know.
You got me.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I would tell my younger self, because I feel like knowing what it was, like not to make excuses for myself, but knowing why I've had this learning disability would have helped me a lot in life, and I could have like had the better help to help me, especially like during school. Like throughout school was very hard. Like dealing with ADHD, school was very, very hard, especially if you didn't have like teachers that really like teach like
Yeah. Or parents that aren't aware either. Like sometimes like you don't know how many parents I've talked to when they're like, oh, I'm not gonna let them just tell my kid they got ADHD, which is true, you know, but if they really do have that and they really do need like that extra, help, like I've heard it makes a very big difference, like in their learning when they have it, but when they do, but some parents are just extremely against like medicating children, which I understand being a parent myself, that mind frame and where that comes from. But I'm glad that you got the answers that you sought and you found out when you were meant to find out.
Yeah.
So I always feel like personally everything happens for a reason, and you went through the struggles that you went through to be like this amazing woman that you are today. So don't fault yourself for not knowing.
Agreed.
Love you, Tasha. And Tasha, you want to know what I will say that I admire about you is that you are braver than you believe. Because when we went to that thing in New York and you got up in front of all of those business people and you spoke your mind when it was that open question thingy thing, you spoke your mind and you did so eloquently. And I'm like, and that's what I was like, you sit up here talk about you shy, but you know what? You stand up when it counts. And I want you to know that. Okay?
Okay, Luce, I appreciate it.
You're awesome, girl.
You are.
She's
like walking love.
I wanna say something stupid now so that we don't have to be here anymore.
No, girl. Leave it alone. Okay. I'm personally happy that there was emotional movement that happened in this conversation. So it makes me feel like it felt more like this was great and this was the right thing to do. Because like having self-doubt, I'm like, is this going to be, are they going to have fun? Are they going to enjoy themselves? Is it going to be good? And having this full circle, my heart is full. My heart is completely full.
Very.
So, shout out to Monet, Lang. You are amazing, Tasha. We love you, Mama. Yes, we do. We do.
Love you guys.
So much love. And on that note, my dears, we are going to end the stream. You guys don't cut off your camera yet. Wait till the stream actually ends, because that's happened before. People are like, all right, bye, and they leave. I'm like, stream is still live. Peace. Ready to go. They got to go. But thank you guys so much for joining that have spent time with us throughout this time. Thank you for sending your questions, for the donations beyond anything that was expected, completely beyond anything that was expected. We are greatly appreciative of that. And I appreciate all of you guys that came through. Jazz that came through earlier, Tasha from Married to the Real that came through as well. I know you guys make fun of me and my ideas and the things that I'm doing, but like the fact that you guys took the time to come and be a part of this conversation truly means a lot. And not just for me, but for, the culture, for Black women, for Black gamers, for Black anime, us Black nerds out here, Black content creators. You guys just showing up and being here for this time has done leaps and bounds for all of us. And so I'm greatly appreciative of all of you guys for saying yeah. Okay. And showing up.
Thank you for
having
us.
Yeah, of course.
I look forward to seeing all of you from time to time.
Yes. I like how we don't want to spill the beans of the wins. But yes, time to time. All right. Thank you guys so much for viewing and showing up and watching. Love you guys as always. And until next time, buddies.
Buddies.